Listen, I used to do my lives and I would like read empirical articles and pay them with the lives, and wouldn't nobody read them motherfuckers. Judgment. I be judging people though.
So I know you do, because probably the first few times I bumped into one of your lives, you was on there like, read the articles, and I was like, oh shit, she's serious. So, like, I was like, okay,
No,
let me go read
but
these
it's also
articles. I don't want to get
but
yelled at.
also you know you gotta get used to them too, because a lot of people when they see empirical articles, they might see 40 pages or something, and be like, oh hell no. But like if you ain't got the time, you can like read the abstract, skim through the intro, and read it like the discussion part.
Yeah. Um, but it's
But I don't be
important to
doing that
read
shit
those
no more.
articles too. I
Yeah.
know. So this is what I did. When I joined their Discord, I think I went and I looked for all the old articles that you posted, printed them
Mm.
at work, and just read them and like took notes. Now I'll be using them to
Oh,
argue
okay.
with people.
Hey Morgan, I'm glad to hear that. And you motivated me. I'm gonna put some more in there.
Yeah.
Do women want men with money or just their money? Tony, what the fuck you talking about? Did you want to address the topic since you up here, Tanisha? She might have
Yeah,
stepped.
they don't, yeah, of course. They want access to monogamous women, which is kind of ridiculous because they mess with or cheat on or fool around with somebody who they say is not, she for the streets. So it's like, make up your mind. And
So I give you.
again, to this whole, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You finish.
Oh, I lost
Yo,
my train of thought. I didn't even know that.
Some say it's gonna be two conflicting things, right? Because like we know that like the previous wave of feminism was big on sexual liberation, and what a lot of women are realizing is that like the men are flawed, and that like they are hypersexual in a way that like should technically be declared a mental like an issue with like sex addiction, but it's not. And having casual hookups with men is not to women's benefit, right? And at the same time, we're saying that like, oh, monogamy, that's something that women shouldn't do with a man. Whatever. Now it's your body; you can do whatever you want. But the reality is, like, we have to understand why monogamy was established in the first place, right? Once upon a time, there were no paternity tests, y'all. If we go way back, it was a time when humans did not understand how procreation worked, right? This is when we had our female or women gods a long time ago, right? And you just saw women popping up with babies. They knew, like, the men knew they had something to do with it, but they didn't have all the information. Fast forward, we get a little bit more information, and they understand how they play a role in the process. So now they want not just to have access to a woman, but they want to cut her off and isolate her to make sure that any offspring that she has is belong to them, so to speak. So that there you have this society that reinforces the idea that the woman needs to be monogamous. Does not apply to the men. Um, and it's very important because they're going to influence how we are today, and we see that in the behaviors, the way. Um, because I know people say men and women cheat or whatever. All that shit male behavior. I'm gonna just classify as male behavior because I want. But the reality of it is like there are a lot of women who think they are in monogamous relationships with a man because that's the fairy tale and that's the lie that sold to women, right? That's what you got in the rom coms and the Disney princess stories. And so a lot of these same women, especially black women, are like finding out they got STIs. They got like I think it was damn, I can't remember the STI that was like real popular, but like the man cheating, he's sleeping with men and women. Like, and that's just the reality of the world we live in. We want to play these games like it's not. We was having a conversation about prep, and I think it's interesting because it's a thing that women who are even married should be on prep. So the idea is that if your partner does something, you won't catch something, and we got to understand how that conflicts with our illusion of what the modern day marriage is supposed to look like. What's up, Doom? Not you playing on my phone. That's crazy. All right, you ain't got nothing to say. Okay. What's up,
Hold on,
Celeste?
Biggie.
Hey, how you?
No, just you feeling better today?
Not really.
Oh, hey, Les.
I'm about to turn up, motherfucker. No.
Mm.
Sarah,
Do you feel better today?
Oh, I'm good. You was on here drunk yesterday, though. I don't know if you realized
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. All day, baby.
You gotta be careful with that drinking. It's not good for you. Um, but go ahead, Doom. Go ahead, respond to the prompt, sir.
Yeah, I would say, do men want monogamy or just access to monogamous women? I would say, like she said, it's a bit of a conflict. Um, I do think part of us wants monogamy, and all of us wants a woman that's going to practice monogamy. But
What do you mean, part of y'all want monogamy? What does that mean?
it means it's a conflict. We love you guys, and of course we want to be
Hey,
faithful to you.
Chanel.
But at the same time, I think our urges are just stronger, and then we got a lot of temptation because of how society is set up right now, and then our
No,
roles.
let's let's be honest about what that is, though, right? It's lack of discipline, right?
Yeah, if you practice it,
Impulsiveness.
if you act on it,
Um,
it is. Yeah.
yeah, y'all want it like it's giving feral animal. But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: when you see a dude and you think he's hot, like what? I don't know how it feels to be a girl, but like, how do you feel about it? Do you just want to get down on your knees for
One,
him?
I'm not a girl. I'm a grown woman. I know that might be what you thinking when you see a hot guy, but not me.
So that's not what you
Absolutely
think.
not. Absolutely not. No, that's the thing y'all be doing. That's why y'all be freaky in public places. No, women don't be doing with shit like that.
Yeah, so we're different, right?
Yeah, a lot of y'all feral. It's
No,
like an
yeah,
epidemic.
we are, and a lot of it is just our roles, right? Like, what is your dream sex moment?
Hi.
Like, how would you
Hold
describe
on,
it?
you being freaked out.
I'm not. I'm
yeah,
just. I'm just trying to
I feel
yeah,
explain. You
you
might say,
are.
uncomfortable.
okay, well, let
Yeah,
me give
you
you an
are.
example of the last girl I asked. She said she wants to
No,
get
hold
her
up.
back blown
We
out.
ain't got
She
no
wants.
girls up here.
Hold up, real quick. It's not girl. We don't need to know what you do with your micro ping. That's insane. Calm down. What's up, Luna?
Hi.
How you
How are
doing?
y'all?
Well, you want to add to the conversation?
I do. I really don't know what was said before because I just scrolled and I'm just like, normally I'd be looking for geek conversations on here to join. So I just chimed in.
You can go ahead. Based on the prompt in the background.
Okay, do men want monogamy or just access? I could definitely chime in on this, especially from a situation I'm dealing with right now, from a guy that I've been knowing for like 10 years, and of course, it began with him approaching me and being very persistent and, getting my attention, getting my number, or even getting to know me a little bit, or whatever the case may be. And he actually recirculated and came back into my life and started talking about, marriage and how he wanted me to meet his mom and how he wanted me to be a wife and everything. But I don't take words as like, I don't, just because you said it doesn't make me feel like it's the truth. Like I'm a big communicator. I'm very consistent in my own life.
Hold
And
up,
so
real quick. So we talking about in general. You gotta How does that connect to the topic?
well, I'm getting to that.
Thank you, Classy.
I'm getting to that. Well, I guess I'll just skip all that. I was just trying to give you a little context, but um, it's a question for me as well. Do men want monogamy or just access to monogamous women? Because it's like you're approaching me, you're saying all these things, but your actions are showing different. Like you're saying
Thank
you
you,
want these
Westworld.
things, but your actions are different. So I guess the question rings for me too.
Um. Okay. Because I would say this, like, even if you believe like men are monogamous, right? Do you think that men can be monogamous?
I I can't generalize because it's
Let me
like
let Let me help you out. Let me help you out. Okay. Do you think that there are women who've been in relationships for a man that like for a year and he's been monogamous?
Do I think
Like if a woman been in a relationship for a man for a year, do you think it's possible that he been
for a
monogamous
man? What do you mean by you say
with a
for a
with a
man?
with a man with a man?
Do I believe they're monogamous?
You overthinking the question. So I'm
I
gonna just
don't
make the
think I am.
point.
I think you're not explaining it like you're not conveying it
It's
the right
fine.
way for me to
It's fine.
understand.
I'm gonna just I know I can't give accommodation to everybody, so I'll just make the point. Um, so in if I'm exaggerating for the year, I say give him 5 minutes, but my thing is like even if you're in a relationship with somebody for like 6 months and they monogamous, right? What happens
Uh-huh.
after 2 years, right? Are they gonna be
Hmm.
monogamous for 5 years? Will they be monogamous for 10 years? Like because a lot of times people are expecting to be in these long term relationships. How long do you think the person will be monogamous? If you get in a relationship at a young age, definitely not giving monogamous, right? Definitely just screwing around, definitely cheating from the behaviors. Now, again, I will acknowledge some women are cheating also, but women also cheat for different reasons. Men cheat because of their ego is fragile and they reinforce their manhood by being with women for the validation of a man. Hold up. While women usually do it because of a lack of emotional connection after they've been isolated by their partner. But go ahead, RX.
No, it
Disagree
sounds like
though.
a biased
I disagree with that
conversation.
last point you just said. You just said something about because of ego and this and that. And I had to
Mm-hmm.
explain to a girl one time, like
Hold on, we talking about women.
you forced me to do that. You
We
understand?
talking about women. Hold up.
Are
You
we?
sound like
Are
a
we talking?
predator. We talking about women.
I sound like a predator,
Yeah, we talking about women.
This is
huh?
a very biased conversation, and you're very rude
Hold up,
and
real
don't give
quick.
people.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. Astute observation. So what I'm saying is, when you address, like, especially if we having this conversation, you should say women, not girl.
Girl. Okay. Women, girl, predator. Are we really on that? Are you serious?
Yeah, you on that, and somebody need to check. Somebody need to call the police on you. Yeah, the fact that you think that the lines are so blurred that that's a problem is the problem. Yeah, you're a grown man up here talking about a girl in this conversation. Something's wrong, for real. Um. Anyways, another thing that happened, right, is when it comes to open relationships, right? The irony of I don't know if y'all heard any these stories about these people who are in these relationships and then they open a relationship. A lot of times it's the man who wants to open a relationship. And that doesn't pan out well for men, which is why they want monogamy. Because a man who wants to be with somebody outside of a relationship, he's gonna need access to resources, more time and attention. And for a woman, it's not that hard. Like, let's be for real. There's no competition, which is why men want women to be loyal to them, and not the other. I gotta meet you. I don't know why you got feedback and not the other way around. What's up, Truly?
What's up? What's up, everybody? How you doing?
How you doing? What's up?
I'm doing all right. I just came on the tail end of the conversation, but I did
Mm-hmm.
have a couple of questions. Especially if you did travel and you've been to other countries, their
Mm-hmm.
norms are normal, and you'd be like, okay, even though it's nothing like where I've been, you'd be like, okay, this is their norm.
So tell
So
me
if you
what
go
country you talking about and what
in,
norm are you talking about?
I mean, just let me get there. So again, if you go to a Muslim country, there's certain things you can't do. There's certain norms that they have. So if you go over there, it'll be
Hey,
the opposite.
Breezy.
It'll be opposite of what you're talking about. A lot of men will be like, I'm supposed to have more wives. What is monogamy? That is something that is not in our culture. Then you will have a
Hold
different.
up, no, you missing it. If a
No,
man
I'm
think
just,
he should have more,
no,
no,
just
hold
let.
up, no, no. It's crucial how you missing the point. For you said a man's supposed to have multiple wives, right?
I'm not
And
even
yeah,
done,
he
but
would
go
think that
ahead.
monogamy would be. He would think the monogamy would be for the woman that would go with my prompt. It wouldn't be the opposite.
No, let me finish
Hey,
and
Ann.
you'll get it. So this is what I'm saying. You saying, do men want monogamy or just access to monogamous women? I'm saying here, based on what we are taught, of course they're gonna want to be monogamy because that's what they're taught. Now again, once they start learning, of course, again, our names has changed numerous times. So some dudes do their due diligence and try to
Hey,
find out
Jesse.
what we were doing before the Atlantic slave trade or BC, before we was uh, didn't have autonomy over ourselves or our culture. Dudes do that. So when you look at BC, they be like, okay, my people were
You
doing
said
this.
BC.
Do you know what that is, ma'am?
Yeah, I don't know why you doing a whole history lesson in response to this prompt, because you talking about different parts around the world as you're going to talk about the like
Right,
current
right.
day. Now
And
you want to go
that's
to that
why I try to
history.
keep it
No,
short,
no,
because
because hold on,
so
no, you're
somebody
not
else
making
might
it short.
understand
You're
just
not making
because
it
you
short.
don't.
You got to understand, even if West Africa in BCE time, right, they was practicing polygamy. What they got to do with us today?
This is what I'm trying to say. Again, I don't know how you was raised. You might denounce what you were being raised up. Some people hold that.
What are you
So
talking about?
Quick
so how are
question.
What
you?
are you
So how?
What
assuming?
does the
What are you
prompt have?
assuming? What are you assuming I was raised at? What are you talking about? Do
Bitch,
you know
don't mute
me?
me. What does YB got to do with the
You
prompt?
know? Do you know who I am or something?
No, I was trying to answer the prompt. I was saying some men want that is because they were raised that way. So
Hey, Felicity.
that's why I brought up Muslim countries. If you go to Muslim
Yeah, it's a
countries,
world.
they
But
was
that's what I'm
raised that
saying.
way.
Hold up. If you're no. Listen, what I'm saying. If you're going to talk about different societies around the world, what society does not reinforce this idea that men should be with multiple women? Which one?
Muslim countries, man. Anybody that is Muslim,
You
they
get
are.
no. That's you're literally saying in Muslim countries, right? You're not naming, I guess, Afghanistan or something. You like the men are expected to have multiple wives would be the same thing. The women are not supposed to have multiple husbands. What are you confused about?
No, I'm not, ma'am. Listen to the prompt. You asking why are men in America? Do men want
I
monogamy?
didn't put America. It don't say
I mean, okay,
America.
well, we're just talking about here. So we're saying yes, it's because that was perpetuated. That's what people were taught from little age or through societal norms. So again, if that same person did research and was like, I don't want to do that because I want to see where I'm from before we got here, he'd be like, okay, what did my people do? Okay, and they might do that. As a lot of people that are
Hey,
bootleg
Jane Doe.
or doing something else. So their culture, when they find that culture that's able to do it, they will revert to that culture that's doing that. So if I know a lot of people that reverted from
You
Christianity
using a
to,
lot of words. Hold up.
I
No.
understand that.
You trying to do no, you're trying to do too much. That's the problem. All right, Abrahamic religions with us. What I'm saying is globally, the expectation that the women are going to be monogamous does not apply to the men. You say, okay, if I know about the cultures around the world, I'm waiting for you to tell me about the society where you said it was the opposite and the women are encouraged to have multiple husbands and the men are encouraged to be monogamous. You have not done that. You just keep saying you want to talk about ancient civilizations and Muslim countries. You're not saying anything. Hey, Faina. Thank you, Faina.
No, the only thing I was just
Thank you,
saying is if you know
Westworld.
somebody that's Christian now, that turned Muslim, if he was raised under the Christian, he was taught to be monogamous. So if he switched religions like some of us have and went to Muslim, now when you see him again, he was like, I'm able to have this. That is why. It's not like he. Go ahead.
Sir, listen. I don't know why you think I need a his. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, just listen. You trying too hard to get a point across. You're not listening very well. Even in Christianity, where you're supposed to be one man, one woman, the men are still not monogamous, sir. Where are we going? What's going on right now?
And again, if they're not doing that, they know in those scriptures is either wrong or they might be going into another religion where it's through.
If y'all hold up, if y'all as confused as I am, put a question mark in the chat. I want to see something. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, though, sir.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna read the prompt again, and I'm just gonna answer it. For me, what I got from it: do
You want
men
to
want
do over?
monogamy?
All right.
Yes.
So I'm not tripping. It's a bunch of question marks. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. All right, cool. I thought I was tripping for a second. Go ahead, Jermaine.
Yeah,
Like
ain't
you
no
try to
Okay.
teach
problem.
somebody.
Yeah, when you say do men want monogamy, I'm gonna answer them by the way you ask. So number one, do men want monogamy? Yes.
Right.
Do they want monogamous woman? Yes. Plain and simple. If a man can have all that he can get, he gonna get it.
Thank
Period.
you, Jesse.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not really saying nothing though. Y'all
I,
disappointing. Hope
I mean,
it's
I'm just
okay.
saying. I mean, your question is, do you want to be monogamous and do you want monogamous women? Yes.
Yes. That sounds
Real
dumb.
men, a man that that's high nature. He want to be intimate. He
So
gonna
you saying you want to be? You saying you want to be monogamous?
now. When you asking me personally,
Yeah.
no, I've been with my wife for
Okay.
26
So
years.
you said no.
No, I've been with my wife for
Okay.
26
So you've
years.
been with your wife for 26 years, and you saying no.
Exactly. But 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 I'm gonna say this,
Hold up. Do
men,
your wife know that you're not monogamous?
absolutely.
She know that you're
20
not
20
monogamous.
20 26 years. You don't think she know that?
Hold up. What about her? Hold up. Is she
No,
is she
she's good.
also? Oh, so she out having her fun and you doing your thing? Is that what you're saying? Everybody having a party over there?
No, ain't no party. Well, if I can make a statement here, we Christians, so we got a
No,
standard
no,
in our
no.
house.
So hold up. No, no.
I'm
Is it
making a
okay
point now.
for
You asked me
her?
a question. You asked me a question.
No,
She been faithful,
y'all
and
be
I've been
giving.
faithful for 26 years. But to your
Mm-hmm.
question on your live, the real truth is men want monogamous women,
Right.
and men want to be monogamous. If they ain't ready to settle down, they gonna get all they gonna go buck wild, and you know that too.
No, you lying. You not you trying to double talk me like I ain't hear what you said the first time. No,
Tara,
you
come
wasting
on.
that. No, no, no.
Do you
Hold
like
up.
to be with
No,
more
no,
than
hold
one
up.
man?
Listen, what I'm saying. I'm sure that woman and cheated back a few times. That's all. It's okay. Go
You
ahead,
saw that my
Sean.
wife cheated?
Hold up, Jermaine. Hold up,
Okay, go
Jermaine. You
ahead,
know
go ahead.
women cheat back. Go ahead, Sean.
No, I'm just listening to the conversation. I
Now
mean,
you up here. What's your thoughts?
it's an individual situation. If you go into a relationship with an understanding about monogamy and being with that one person, that's one thing. If you have an understanding that y'all gonna do what y'all do, I mean, that's your business. But for me, I've been with mine 35
Hold on,
years,
you
and
moving around a lot.
yeah, I'm driving. Sorry, Shorty.
You gotta stay
Uh,
stay still a little bit. I can come back to you.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, you moving around too much.
Yeah.
Um,
Why is
I
it that
can't.
when we're just having a general conversation, they always trying to personalize everything? Me and mine and what
It.
I do. Like, it's just a
Well,
general conversation.
I'm hoping that the women understand that the men are like severely egotistical and they have empathy for no one but themselves, and that they put themselves first, and that these men ain't unique. They like the other men. That's why we see them do it every day, right? And a man who put himself first and is self-centered this way is a dangerous man, and women should stay the fuck away from him. I'm hoping that that's what y'all hear, but
Tara, let me ask you
we.
something. Do you
Uh,
think? Do you think is there
All
any
right, Lee, you gotta
faithful
stop.
men out here
Faithful to what?
so,
faithful
so
to that girl or to that wife or to that spouse
I
or
don't
however?
trust. I don't know why y'all keep saying girl when y'all grown men. It's giving creep. It giving you be at the high school and somebody need to call the police on you. Jesse, you in the queue. I don't know if you meant to come up here, but let RJ go. What's up, RJ?
Hey, um, I feel like a lot of
Hold up, real
dudes.
quick. Lee, you gotta stop putting the same thing on. I'm at to mute you. Go ahead, RJ.
All right, but the question is, do men want monogamy or just access to monogamous women? Um, some men do want monogamy. The men that are like serious about the thing, being serious about being loyal to their lady, and of course that will go vice versa. But a lot of the
Hey,
time
Gabrielle.
there are dudes that want to go under the skies of monogamy just to have the woman to be trapped while they just be a infidel, and that's
A what?
disingenuous. A infidel.
An infidel?
Yeah, like,
All right, keep going.
all right, so meaning the woman just has to sit on her hands about everything while the guy just goes on and does whatever, just dogs the woman out. And that's disingenuous. That's not a monogamous relationship. Like the other guy that came up earlier before he left. He might be here, but he said he was Christian. But if you're a Christian that truly believe in the Bible, like modern day Bible, right? The New Testament, one man, one wife, saying that your wife is good and just this completely disregard the conversation of monogamy within a union. That's disingenuous. You're being
Yeah, we just want to ignore that because the same man, that same book says something about sodomy, and they
yeah,
be DL, so we can ignore all of that.
yeah. He's being
Um,
disingenuous. Yeah,
yeah,
he
we
doesn't believe
look.
in monogamy.
Yeah, that's a key word to a liar.
Yeah,
What's up? What's up, fashionista?
Hey girl, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
So, I definitely believe that men don't want to be monogamous, but they want monogamous women because I think the whole survival tactic of men is dealing with multiple women until the last woman is standing and that's who they choose to marry. Like that's like literally how they operate because most men know that they're trash and they know they're not worth really like settling down with. It ain't really about, oh, I don't want to get married, I don't want to have nobody. No, it's they just want a woman to be monogamous to them. They want a bunch of women that they can choose from because it boosts their ego. And then when all said and failed, their health start declining, their hairline start, giving up on them, and they're not as attractive or have really much going on for themselves. That's when they want to settle down with that one that dealt with everything. But he was never a monogamist. But he know that you were. So
yeah,
no, men do not want monogamy for themselves. They just want monogamous women.
I'm glad you made that point because like a lot of these dudes just be tired. Their bones hurt. They old and they don't eat well, so like they just be tired. We
Right.
was the historian. Truly, let me ask you a question. Since you know all the historical facts, why was monogamy set in place in the first place? Like, why did we end up with monogamy in the first place? What was the purpose behind it?
Can I answer that?
No one,
Isn't
no,
that
he
some?
know everything. No, no,
Oh,
no.
oh,
Truly,
oh, oh, you want
truly,
him. You want.
he know everything. Yeah, that nigga know everything. Go ahead,
No,
Trilly.
I can't get the answer for everybody because it's different ideologies. So for the most part, different people did it for different reasons. So
Okay, so you don't
if
know.
you
Go ahead.
looking,
It's fine.
if
No,
you
you don't
looking,
know. It's fine. Go ahead, really. Hell no.
Okay, I wanted to comment on the comment. Do men want monogamous or just access to monogamous women? They want access. Men want loyalty while they give no loyalty. They want honesty while they lie. They want to tear you down while you build them up. And I think a lot of it has to do with this. Some men, not all men, the men that constantly cheat, you're insecure. So because you're not confident who you are, you look for women, maybe beneath you that you can go and get involved with because the woman that most of the time they're with, if she's complaining and requiring him to be the man that he pretended to be, when he sees he can't live up to it, they go and date women that are lesser and try to make the woman who's on their back or on their ass feel like she make her feel insecure. Oh, well, I got all these women. You got a lot of women, but you ain't got no quality women. So there's a difference, and I feel like men that do that cheat
That's
continuously.
not true.
You're, I don't know. I guess I said
That's
in
not
general. I didn't
true.
say all. Wait. You
No,
said
no,
what
no. I'm
part?
saying that the quality thing not true, right? One, I would say when you said not all, like generally that's how they socialize.
Well,
I
when
would
I say
say
they
it
said
does.
most men that cheat, they say they don't cheat with the woman that's on the same level as their woman. They normally cheat
No, no,
with a
it ain't
woman
that.
that not
No,
all of them,
hold up,
not all of just some of
but
them.
hold up. First of all, they don't just cheat with women, right?
Yeah,
You like if you got a pet, you need to be worried. They also cheat with men, right?
right. Well, I was saying
And
I'm speaking more
no,
like
no, hold
just
up,
in general.
no.
hmm
Listen what I'm saying. Men
hmm
just want to put that thing in a wet hole. We can't be like a woman of value in that. No, like the fact that he want to put his thing in your wet hole is a scary thing. Don't attach your value to him, a man wanting you.
Right.
Nigga want anything.
No, I get what you're saying. What I was just saying in general, speaking as far as how some of the men meet, move. They have a good woman
No,
that's
I
doing
get
the
what you're
things they
saying.
need. Mhm.
No.
Okay, well, we'll
Listen,
just say
I'm
cheating in
pushing back.
general.
No, no. Listen, what I'm saying. It's okay. I'm pushing back because I disagree with you. It's not that I
Okay,
want you to clarify. I'm just stating that I disagree with you.
okay, on that part, but I'm just speaking in general. So some situations where they
Yeah, that's
continuously
fine. We
cheat.
don't, but we also don't have to agree, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's
No, no,
okay
no,
if you
I get it.
disagree with me.
No, no, I agree. I was just saying, you were saying as far as the prompt, do men want monogamous women?
And I said they do, but they want them to be monogamous with them. They're one-sided.
Mhm.
And if you look at it, most of the things that men want, oh, these women don't do anything. So let's talk about it. Provide. They got to pay rent, a mortgage, regardless, whether you have anybody in the house or not. They say they protect. Oh, we got to protect women. Well, when was the last time your boyfriend had to protect you? You protect her one time in 10 years. So you don't do it every day. You do it if and when needed. Oh, well, these women want all this. They do this. They cook, clean, deal with them mentally. You know, they're their counselor. They tend to the kids if they have kids to them, maintain the house, still got to perform. So women do a lot more that men want to give credit for. They try to negate it down like, oh, that's little. Then why don't you do it? Women do just as
Yeah.
much as men, but they want to base it off of, oh, I pay all the bills
No.
and she's doing all this labor. So again, it goes back to men want monogamous and they don't want to be monogamous. You want a faithful woman, but you're not faithful. I don't agree with that.
No, I agree with the labor part. I would just say that it's not that women are doing just as much as men. Women do much more than men, right?
No,
We
I agree.
don't fully
I don't say
we can't
right.
fully
Why you keep on saying
conceptualize.
right for?
Hold up, sorry. We can't fully conceptualize how much they're coddled and like what male privileges actually feels like in our society. And the fact is, the reason why he want that relationship is not because you're valuable, because he values you, is because these men are conditioned to look for a woman to do labor for them or a woman to have children for them, right? That's the way they
Hmm.
see it. So hold
Hmm.
up, truly, because you couldn't answer this question earlier. I want to clarify. The reason why we had monogamy in the first place was because we did not have the ability to do paternity tests, and men wanted to make sure that their offspring was theirs. So then they start capturing women because the idea if you here in this house, you can't go nowhere. You under a veil. You need permission to leave out the house because of me. Then guess what? I know that when the baby comes, it's gonna be my baby.
No, well,
So yeah, no,
if you
it's no, it's that simple.
no, if you
It's
know
that
history,
simple.
no, if you know history, no, illegitimate kids didn't have rights until the 69, 70. So if you did have a
Right.
How
kid
does
out of
that
wet,
contradict what I?
if
Why? How does
if you
that
did
contradict
have
what
a
I just
child out
said?
of wedlock, the nigga didn't give
How
a
did
fuck.
that
If
How
you
did that
had a
contradict what
child
I
out
just
of
said?
wedlock, nobody gave a
How
fuck
did
about
that
you or the child.
contradict, sir?
I
Listen
just
what I'm
told
saying.
you.
How does that contradict what I just said?
Because you're saying like a nigga's worried. Nobody worried about the woman or the child. The child wasn't
Lord,
supposed to be here. So
Okay,
when you
huh?
wait.
talking
So
about
what
that,
she's
that's
talking
all I'm just
about,
trying to address.
what she's talking about is paternal uncertainty. It's an evolutionary thing that is talked about. This is why in ancient societies, is why throughout all of human history, when you had kingdoms, you had like emperor nations, they will expect the woman to be monogamous and exclusive, because if she does have a child and then the child that is not the heir of the king, then it is an illegitimate child. This is why you had a lot of kings that had a lot of problems. This is why you had a lot of matriarchal figures that had a lot of problems, because when they did cheat and they found out that the child wasn't theirs, like you have this in like Greek societies, all over Greek societies. They're a little bit special for specific
Right.
reasons,
That's how
but like
Greek run.
they had that. It's paternal uncertainty. It doesn't contradict what she states. If the child is illegitimate, then
Hmm.
that's not the direct heir of the throne or
Correct.
the position of
Right.
royalty. So she would
Correct.
still be correct.
Okay, so I just
And
looked it
not
up
just
just to get a clarification.
hold up. No, hold up. You ain't gotta look nothing up. I just said. But here's the thing: it's not even that he agree with like that. Like I'm right. You agree with me. Like you just giving more details. I don't know. This is the second time. Like you assume like we disagreeing and you want to go back and forth, but literally you just giving more details to what I said. You just want to fight with me, and I don't know why.
Got a crush on you, girl. You know how they do. They be
Well,
Yeah,
I was
having
just
these.
don't.
I was
Whoa,
just giving
whoa.
the
You about to get
information.
dropped. You about to get dropped and blocked. Don't do that to me. Um.
Okay, I just looked it up. Was when he was saying it comes from the ancient Greek and Rome. That's where it comes from, and it is what pretty much you said. He just gave, like you said, more details as far as the child, making sure it's an heir, not someone else's kid. That's what it says when you look it up.
All right, thank you for doing the fact checking. Shout out to you. I was trying to save you from the labor, but I appreciate you wanting to know for yourself. Hakeem, did you want to comment on the actual prompt?
Sure. I mean, I've been having this conversation all day. It is true. I mean, a lot of men definitely like expect exclusivity, but will not commit themselves to exclusivity. And they'll also argue that like monogamy is unnatural there, and men aren't naturally monogamous, therefore it is bad. One, there's a problem with that. Just because something is not natural doesn't mean that it is bad. And there's a whole host of evolutionary reasons why monogamy is the predominant practice. Not because some feminist beta male, whatever, no, it's that it has facilitated long-term growth and long-term survival skills. Like I think people just need to like get into evolution. I think they hear too much about like these different evolutionary key points from like podcasters or like YouTubers or whatever the case is, and they just don't understand evolution. Monogamy not
So,
being
and
the
when you talk about
natural
evolution, do you
human
also consider
evolution.
like, yeah, I understand that, but you also consider overpopulation and excess, like how we are taking too many resources. Like we just dealt with a heat wave when that is our environment, and the fact that like if we keep talking about we need 2.1 children, whatever per couple, and
Right.
that
Yeah, like the
growth just
replacement
it
rate.
can't it's
Yeah.
not yeah, it's not sustainable.
hmm
So we can talk about
Well,
like how it's been productive, but that's not sustainable, and that's caused harm in a lot of ways. Too many people, too many humans on this motherfucker. Let's be for real.
hmm well,
Isolation doesn't help
if
anybody.
if that's your stance, like the overpopulation, the environmental detriments, and all of that good stuff, and other things that we do to contribute to environmental degradation. Um, if that's your stance, then you could definitely argue that like men sleeping around with anybody, and increasing the likelihood of like successful reproduction, that will also be bad because you're just creating more children. You're
Yeah,
creating more
I
mouths to
do
feed.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do think that's bad. That's what I'm trying
yeah.
to say. Like humans, the way we act is like an invasive species. I don't care where you think what culture you from, you do things different. We act like an invasive species to this planet, and we fuck up ecosystems. So yeah,
Yeah. I
sterilize
mean,
these
like
niggas.
whenever
Put more
whenever you guys
microplastics in the air.
whenever you guys like encounter someone who is saying like, "Oh, monogamy isn't good because blah blah blah, men are blah blah blah," it's just an excuse to just sleep around. Just say you want to sleep around because you cannot practice sexual control. Just say that because monogamy has like been proven throughout thousands and hundreds of years of like human civilization. Like the moment we started like actually like documenting things and did like historical recordings and all of that good stuff, like when you get into evolution, one human offspring requires an enormous amount of parental investment from both the man and the woman. That doesn't really
That's not
happen if the
that's
man is sleeping around with 30
So,
other women, and
so
then
yeah, I
with
agree
the
with
law of
that,
average.
but
Yeah.
you gotta understand that's also a patriarchal stance, right? Because the problem with our patriarchy and how the family structure is set now, right? It's this idea that children are owned by the father, right? So when you talk about it happened in Rome, right?
hmm
You talking about like that part of the world. There were other parts of the world where that necessarily didn't look like that, right? And the children did not necessarily belong to their parents. They were part of the community and they had more autonomy. And if that's how society was structured, one, everybody ain't got to have a motherfucking child, right? And two, children are not only part of the community, but like it's not too much stress on any one person. Because when we say the responsibility is on the parents, the fathers ain't doing all that. Let's be for real. So yeah, the patriarchal idea that you own children is a problem.
What I always try to understand, Tara, is why are men
but that's
so
crazy
Hey,
because
Double O.
obsessed? They're obsessed with the past and the same people that teach us about evolution. It's like y'all have like a hard time adapting because I come from a nuclear family structure, but I know that multi-generational, extended, and blended families are actually what's best, and specifically for Black people and for our communities. But I mean, honestly, for everybody, to be honest with you, especially within American society. So I don't understand why y'all want to hold on to archaic ways of existing or coexisting when we now see that we've evolved to the point where we can't really afford to maintain structures that really cause isolation for families. Because how, like you were saying, Tara, kids are able to be centered when we're coming from a village mentality opposed to just trying to do this whole nuclear family structure. That is just centering the male as the head of the household.
Well,
You know what I mean? That's just centering the male as the head of the household. That is not centering the children at all.
can I respond to that? Because that's
Hold up, real
honestly
quick. Hold up, Hakeem. I'm gonna let these last two people go so we can open the panel up. Go ahead, Pook.
Hello.
Oh,
Um,
you amped.
who me? I'm not amped. I'm just
Now ain't
I
nothing wrong
got
with that,
ADHD.
amp.
I got ADHD, so I
Yeah, I
might
can
be a little
tell. I
bit.
can smell that shit on you. Go ahead. What you want to say?
Damn, my energy is like that. You can smell it. Dang. Um, do men want monogamy or just access to monogamous women? They want access to monogamous women because people want what they want, no matter if they deserve it or not. It's just a new human flaw that's part of this egocentric era that we're living in. Um, yeah, that's really where it's come from. Is we
Let me
living
ask
in
you
a
a
crazy era.
question. Why can't men stop lying then? Why men gotta tell women they also monogamous too? Why not just say, well, we just want the women to be monogamous?
Well,
It's too real for them.
because it's
because
socially unacceptable.
Let him respond, y'all. God damn.
well,
He ain't say shit.
well, it's because people do what works. Telling the truth often for majority of dudes doesn't work because
It's
as we evolve, women don't. So unfortunately, this is the trade off. It used to be, and again, the world was designed that way. Women, they kind of had to. You really just had to find the best man, and you had to do whatever got you had to have a man in order to survive in the past.
not necessarily.
Um,
That's not how it started. No, young girls were sold off to men. Well, you wasn't finding no man. He came up with some goats, and you had to go live at his house with his family. So no.
no, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. By the structural order, you still couldn't do
No, but you
anything.
saying find the right man. That's
No, no,
not what's
no.
happening though.
That's not what I said. I said they
Hmm.
had to put up with anything because the system wasn't allowing a woman to survive in
Right.
any real substantial way without a man.
I agree. That's the society that men created, right? That men essentially
Yeah.
hoard natural resources so that women have to basically participate in the society to have access to
Well,
them,
that
right? You
that was
you take
that
the
was
means of survival. Yeah, you take the
but
means of survival. You give
that
them.
was built for multiple different reasons. Well, again, I think all this happens because human beings are the only creatures who operate outside of the laws of nature for both negative and positive reasons.
Yeah, and
Most
because you know why? Do you know why though? Right? Because you're right. It is a domestication process because the men, right, collectively have captured women for a long time.
That's
there's
It
not
didn't
true.
there's
start
That's not.
off. So
That's
there's
now,
not
hold up,
true.
hold up, hold up, hold up. I know you got your facts. Hold up,
Yeah.
right? Again, like I said, it started with grown men having access to young girls, little girls sold off to his fucking family, and then like who knows what was going on over there. And over time, it's been romanticized, right, to the point that
No.
women think it's a beautiful thing to be captured by a man. But
That's
the
what I'm
thing
saying. How
is,
far are
y'all
you
hold
going
up,
back?
hold up, hold up, hold up, nigga. God damn. But at the end of the day, y'all can't be honest about it though, because the thing that you're not addressing is how this society, the way it's structured, and basically men manipulate and gotta manipulate the setup in this society, right? Because like, yeah, you don't want to be honest about what you really want. So you're gonna lie to her, and if you can lie, you can cheat, you steal, all that shit, you kill. Like, and the thing is, men have evolved to be manipulators.
so
Hmm.
can I
But go
can I
ahead,
Man,
let Truly give his fact, y'all. Then we're gonna go to Mr.
I will
Slight.
no,
I,
I'm gonna let him talk. Go ahead, bro.
I would say this. Yes, there was an era as that, but the real reason why monogamous got pushed in place was for multiple reasons. It was also if we operate how like and we were operated more in the social animal construct. If we did that same, if you look at most animals that live in the social, it's a hierarchy where one male would have all the females and most of the males in that
No,
animal
no,
in
no,
that.
no, no, no. Hold up. Pause before you do misinformation, right? We can look at our closest relatives, right? The chimpanzees and the bonobos. Chimpanzees, yeah, more patriarchal, but if you look what happened because of the lack of resources and trauma that they experienced in their environment, look how it's evolved now to this massive, massive patriarchy. You look at the
No, I,
bonobos, not no, no, no.
I
Hold up. Not necessary with the bonobos. The female bonobos is rubbing coochies all day.
I'm not
Ain't
disagreeing.
no hold up. No, no, no. But what I'm saying is, you talking about when y'all talk about animal species, talk about close relatives and shit. And the reason I'm bringing that up because you talking about it's supposed to look a certain way, but we look at our closest relative, the bonobos, it don't look like that. So who's lying here?
Again, well, that's why
Yeah,
they like
it's
that,
kind of hard to refute
right.
the point because you didn't let me finish what I was saying. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that
you
it's
about to
just
say
this is
some
how it's
bullshit.
supposed. If you
That's
assume
what I'm
that, then
saying.
you'll never know.
Hold on, my bad. Go ahead.
I was saying there's multiple different avenues. Yes, there's a lot of it did come from men who was hoarding resources. But that's nature. Most animals are greedy. When it comes to survival, you'll get more than you actually need once you find a method that works. That's with any natural being or living thing. But what ends up happening is this. The men who have power, and this is natural selection, the strong survive. So everybody's conditioned to mate with the strongest person. Be that what it may, most of the males would have multiple wives and everything. Monogamy came out is because what that ends up doing is ends up introducing conflict between men, because men want power, they want women, they want to procreate and all that other bull crap. So they end up going to war. Nobody, the hierarchy is always going to be challenged. So to keep peace and keep it, that part of it, also there's a lot of unfairness still with women of hoarding resource of it. They wanted to kind of disperse that. So that's where monogamy came from. And then you add the
Okay,
religious
that
aspects and shit like
hold
that.
on, hold on. We ain't gotta go. What you said was some bullshit. Let me explain why. Right? Because you talking about like for a species, you want to make sure that you procreate with a mate who's more likely to have offspring that can survive in the future generation. Right?
Right.
We don't do that. Even when we lack resources now. Right? If based on the social setting, that may not be the case. And the reality is, a lot of y'all are weak. Y'all got weak genes, real bad weak genes. Like it's an epidemic of hairlines. Like, why is that an issue? Why do we have so many young boys who gotta deal with this illness of y'all
Lord,
becoming a
please.
grown man with no hairline? Hold up, because niggas with weak hairlines keep being able to reproduce. That's not a evolutionary advantage. And then y'all neg women about wanting to be with the dudes that you insecure about.
That's what we're
No, but then
saying.
the women be look. Hold up, sir. Hold up, sir. The women be wanting to be with a nigga because his personality and shit. So like, I don't know, but whatever. Go
Wait,
ahead.
can I say something? Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just trying to get Ga Slight in.
Hey
Wait,
Tara,
you want to
how
say
you doing?
something? Hey, oh, he didn't. Okay, what's
Yeah,
up?
I agree with the topic, even though it's not a statement. I agree with it. Yeah, um, realistically, men just want monogamous women. So it works two ways. They want women to be monogamous. Men want women to be monogamous. At the same time, they want these alleged monogamous women because nothing is like a single woman is not as attractive single as she is in a relationship. And the reason for that is if she's in a relationship, like the same woman single is not as attractive as she is when she's in a relationship. Because when she's single, she'll focus only on you and she'll try to drive monogamy out of you. Whereas if she's in a relationship, she'll say she's monogamous, but then she'll, have you on the side. And a lot of guys, I mean, as much as they like to not perpetuate this idea, they like being side dudes because it doesn't put the requirements that relationships have. Like you ain't got to be there for her, you ain't got to emotionally support her, you ain't got to financially support her, which works well for a lot of niggas because they're poor. But they're not just financially, but emotionally and mentally as well. So it just works out. So for that reason, guys want women that are monogamous for those two reasons.
I mean, it sounds like
So
you saying that men, it's to men's detriment to promote monogamy in women because, like if she just with him and she won't mess with you, you don't get to be the side dude.
true.
No, 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 no. See and that's the idea. If she's monogamous, that's how she publicly present. Monogamous people cheat all the time. Monogamy is just saying I'm gonna be with
But
one
hold up,
person
that
in a
come on, let's be for
relationship.
real. We know that people lie about being monogamous. We can't say monogamy. No, monogamy mean that person is with their partner. What you're saying is men like being side dudes, so it's not in your interest to promote women being monogamous.
No,
True.
How you gonna be
I'm
a side
telling
dude if
be,
all the women being monogamous?
So
because
basically, what she's
monogamy
saying is she's
monogamy
not
is
being
know-
monogamous if
I
she's
don't need you
cheating.
to I don't need you to interpret what she's saying. I understand quite well, and I'm sure she feels she articulated herself quite well. But the
No.
reality, as I was saying, man, shut up, down. What's wrong with you niggas? Yeah.
Your
So
lack of comprehension.
monogamy Oh
Sorry.
man, it's hard being a bitch
Go
ass nigga,
ahead.
but you're pulling it off quite well.
Just finish your statement.
I'm
We don't
sure.
No, no,
care.
no, no, no,
Finish your
no.
statement.
The more y'all talk, the more I'm gonna talk. So if y'all just, silently shut the fuck up, it'll work out well.
No, we're just trying to get to the
Here
point.
you go, still talking. Don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Who are you
Yeah,
talking to?
I was talking about you, but now I'm talking to you. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up. You just got on here and sounded stupid trying to
Right,
justify
right, right,
niggas
right,
that
right,
side
right, right,
niggas.
right.
Okay,
A
dude,
nigga that's a
It
side
was
nigga's
my
a weak
turn to
nigga.
instead
talk.
of you
That's you.
whining,
That's a weak nigga. A nigga that agree to be a side nigga is a weak
instead of you
nigga. What name you
whining
want no side nigga
like a
shit?
little,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
instead of you
Listen,
whining like a
listen.
little
Shut up,
girl,
bitch. Shut up,
you
bitch.
didn't, you
Shut
didn't
up,
address
bitch.
her point.
Hey,
You
Shauna,
didn't
drop
Listen,
contradict
him.
listen.
anything she
God
Drop him.
stated.
He doing
damn.
too
Hey,
much.
community, let's
Y'all
get
holding
Come
together.
me
It's
on,
on.
not that
man.
Yeah, just
serious.
shut.
Drop him.
Let's
He
stop
doing too
whining like
Communally
a
much.
little
shut the fuck
girl.
up, please. Communally shut the fuck up, please. Thank you.
Angry
Yeah.
black man.
Shout out to the guy who who supported them shutting the fuck up. Yeah, so as I was
Angry
saying,
black man.
monogamy
I
is
Yeah,
honestly
like
don't
a
want to
no.
hear what else he got to say at this point because
yeah,
you
that's
rude as
cool.
hell.
Drop him
Hey,
out.
I honestly
if you
don't
keep
care.
talking
Yep, and I'm
outside,
gonna
you
interrupt
know
you,
what?
and
I'm
I'm
gonna go
like
ahead.
that, and I will interrupt
Hey,
you
Um,
hey,
because
drop,
I
oh,
can't
hell,
say
No,
hell,
what
hold
hell.
the
up,
fuck
Drop,
I
drop,
no,
want.
drop, drop.
hold up,
say
y'all,
less.
hold up, y'all. Y'all gotta let people finish their point.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute up right now. I gotta take care of something.
Oh,
Who
that
is
works
that
for us.
talking shit?
That works for us. So
Okay,
Nah, he
say
was
basically,
just
less.
rude as
everyone in the
hell,
live,
though.
all 124 people in this live, understood everything that he said, and we understood everything that she said. And he didn't contradict anything that she stated. Like he did contradict something that she stated. Because if you're monogamous, then you wouldn't be investing any time into another man, making him the side dude. That's not monogamy. He quite literally just supported that's what she's trying to get you to understand. Like,
Right.
dude, and
He
y'all
proved
niggas
our
be
point.
claiming you're so men are logical than women, but then like when you do the most illogical, you literally argue for the most illogical thing three times. Three times she tried to get you to understand in front of 124 people, dude, while you're whining, repeating the same illogical point. Like, I don't understand it. I'm sorry.
And then
That's
said, that's
like,
why men
yeah,
are
bro.
side
I'm
niggas.
monogamous, but I'm finna like have a side woman. I'm finna have a side chick, bro. That's not monogamy, you idiot. Like, oh my god, yo.
This is why women
Sorry.
should lie. Ladies, lie to them because it's better to lie to them. That way you
But
can
but I
say
think
you're
See?
happy.
that's kind of the
That's the
point he
hard
was
thing.
trying to make though, that a lot of the women that claim to be monogamous are really having the side dudes. They have the label, but they're not. But I think he didn't make that difference because if you're monogamous, you don't have one. But I think
A
he's
side
kind
dude.
of like was trying to imply a lot of people that do claim it
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
claim it, but really
So
have somebody on the
I
side.
I
mean,
didn't
I
try
agree
to
with that, to be honest
imply
with you.
Hold up,
anything.
hold up, hold up,
I
hold
already
Uh
up.
said
oh.
it.
Fashion, you gotta go. You gotta drop.
Now that's what disrespects look like. Yeah. So as I was saying, right, the people who claim to be when you look at monogamy, it's a relationship status. There are the opposite of monogamy would be polygamy. People aren't openly being in polygamous relationships. They're not stating that. They're stating that they're monogamous. This is the way that they present to the public. So they're in monogamous relationships. They're only in a relationship with that other person, but they fucking off on the side. That's not the same as a relationship because monogamous is a relationship status, just like polygamous is the relationship status. It's not about sleeping with multiple people. If you just sleeping with multiple people with no relationships, you just lose. But the relationship status is monogamous and polygamous. So these people are monogamous and fucking off on the side.
Okay, so monogamy equals sexual exclusivity too. So like, yeah, while you're right that it's like a relationship thing, like your companionship, 100%, but that also includes sexual exclusivity. It's not
Yeah,
monogamy if I'm in a relationship with you. We hook up, we go out on dates, we laugh, we watch Netflix, blah blah blah, whatever the case is, right? We buy each other flowers or whatever the case is. We go on vacation. That also means that I'm not sleeping with multiple people.
yeah.
That's how monogamy
Hey,
works. That's how
can you
literally
have
every definition of monogamy you find out there.
can you
You
have an
if you
I
ask an
agree
asexual
with
AI,
that.
bro, if you
monogamous?
ask an
Quick
AI,
question. Can
an
I
you
agree
AI
have
with
is
that.
quite
quick
literally a
question
program. Like
Uh,
I promise you, an
that
AI, if
picks
you ask
up?
AI, does monogamy equal sexual exclusivity or include
yes,
sexual
I agree with
exclusivity?
you,
I guarantee you it will say yes. What
bro.
are we
You
talking
talking?
Hey,
about?
can you be quick question? Can you be monogamous and asexual? And if your answer is yes, that negates your argument.
An
What?
asexual?
Asexual?
No. Wait. No.
What?
Asexual means that you don't engage in sexual activities. What the fuck with other people?
Yeah,
So that
No
means
it's
you
sexual
celibacy.
exclusive
that
no
celibacy, you
sexual
idiot.
exclusivity.
Wait,
It's
wait,
not
wait, wait, wait,
celibacy, you
wait, wait,
wait.
listen.
Let
No,
him
no,
ask the
No
question.
sexual
Let
exclusivity. Good job.
time out. Let me respond. What do you think sexual exclusivity means? Tell us in front of 122 people. What is the definition of sexual exclusivity?
You should Google that first.
Just Google it. Just Google it so you don't look
Only
stupid.
having sex with the person that you're exclusive to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
what does asexual mean?
with
What's the
yourself.
difference?
Absence of sex.
Now
With
I'm
Absence
at
of
the
yourself.
sex.
confused.
So
Now I
you
got to be
absence
confused.
of sex.
Okay,
So it's
cool.
not
So
sexual
why the hell would
exclusivity
you
because
say
there's the
that?
absence. You're
What,
stupid.
why the hell would you then say like that if why would you ask me is being asexual, can you be in a monogamous relationship while being asexual? Like why would you ask me that? What
Yeah,
prompted you to ask
Hey,
me that
hey,
retarded question?
yeah, you
you
got a
can't
point
use
there.
that word. Have a good day. But you should
Hey,
probably go
can
look
I
up
can
what
I can I
asexual
ask the host
means.
a question? I like to ask the host a question when if I can, guys.
Go.
The host
Hold
of
on, who just said that? Was that
uh,
Hakeem? You gotta go. Y'all
Jermaine,
can't
I
just
want
come
to
up here and
ask.
say anything. Hold up. Calm down, sir. God damn, y'all gotta watch what y'all saying. Y'all can't just say whatever you want on TikTok. But do me a favor
Yeah.
real quick. Make sure y'all tap in the screen. Send your heart me's. Go ahead, Jermaine.
Are you monogamous, Ty? I just wanted to ask you that.
Who?
Are you how you say your name, Tara?
Now, hold up.
Now, my question to the host, whoever put this up on the screen, I want to
That's what I'm
ask
trying to
them.
figure out, sweet. Who? Thank
He
you,
Yes,
trying
the
to say your
host.
King.
name.
Oh, my name's Jermaine. I'm trying. Is your name Terry or Tara?
Your name Jamal?
Jermaine.
Jameen?
Yeah, that'll work. But I just wanted to ask you a question. Are
Hold
you
up. Do me a
monogamous?
favor. Do me a
Yeah.
favor real quick. Mute up for a
Yeah.
second. Mute up
All
for a
right.
second.
Facts.
Ben, are you there? Go ahead, Lay.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How
I
you doing?
think I think that men they want access to whatever woman they can get access to. But it's also a control thing for them. I think that instead of if you know you're not monogamous, instead of being honest with the woman that you pursue and say, I'm not monogamous, you can either choose to stick with it or not. They would rather pretend to be monogamous because they want that control factor of knowing in their mind, this woman is monogamous. She's only with me and she thinks I'm only with her, even though you're not. It's a control thing. It's an ego thing. And it's just them being greedy. And I land.
Damn, this gotta be the most respectful panel ever. I step away for a second and no nobody want to interrupt. That's crazy. Um, go Lilo.
Hey y'all. Um, I don't know. I feel like men do want access to any woman that they can get, so I do agree with Lay. I think that was her name. But I just there was something that somebody said earlier that I wanted to comment on, and I can't even remember what the heck it was. But I kind of do agree with what Lay said, so I don't really have much to say to that. I wish I can remember what was said earlier for me to bring that up, but I see some of the comments, and I don't think that like every man is like desperate or like they're technically just looking for that, because I know polyamorous men and they're openly polyamorous and they say it from the beginning, and then they'll get with a woman that is monogamous and then she get hurt because he's living up to his ways and what he said. So, but
So hold up. Why is it? Hold up. Why is this man who believe in having multiple partners? Why is it so important that the women he with are monogamous? That makes sense to you?
I can't really speak on that because I'm polyamorous. I've been polyamorous for 8 years.
Okay,
So
good. So you should understand. That don't make sense now, do
yeah,
it?
that doesn't make sense to me. That's why I said I can't speak on that because every polyamorous man that I've met also understands that he's not going to be with a monogamous woman, at least from what I've
No,
experienced.
a lot of them, like you just said, expect to be with a monogamous woman, right?
Yeah,
And they don't just, the thing is, they weaponize things like religion, so this, and a different, like the guy earlier was trying to give us a whole history on West Africa and how they was polygamous and all that bullshit, right? Like they still use manipulation to do it. But the fact that
yeah.
they want to be in a relationship with a woman and she's still expected to be monogamous should be a red flag.
That should
Um,
be a definite red flag, and I may be eating up my words because I'm still thinking about what was said. But I just feel like if you're a monogamous man, you need to be with a monogamous woman, and if you're a polyamorous man, you need to be with a polyamorous woman, and you shouldn't expect that woman to be monogamous, or a woman shouldn't be able to come into your life, or vice versa, man or woman. If you getting with somebody and they say that this is who they are, and it's not something that you want from the beginning, you should just say that from the beginning, and you ain't got to worry about anything else.
Yeah, but that's the problem, Lilo. There's too many men out here who are fronting to be monogamous because they know that the
Yep.
woman that they want is monogamous when
Yep.
they know that they should just
Yeah.
openly be poly
I
and
agree.
say, this is my program, either get with it or don't.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
don't.
and that's how I feel. Like I said, I tell people off the bat, I'm a polyamorous woman. Like I'm gonna let you know that, and I feel like men should say that as well. I'm a polyamorous
no,
man.
no. What response do you get?
Yeah, she
Hold on,
Yeah,
absolutely
IDK.
right.
I'm gonna drop you. Chill. What response do you get when you tell men that?
a lot of men actually say that's actually valid, and they actually ask questions on it. Some of them are not. You have a lot of men that are just like, I am not a polyamorous man. That's not something that I want, but I like, it's cool that you're able to like enjoy that or whatever, because a lot of people have the wrong stipulations on polyamorous people. They think that we just sleep with everybody, and that's not the case. And I have been asked that, oh, so you just sleep around? No, I don't. I don't believe in doing any of that. But actually, the response from men is actually a lot better than the response from women when you tell
So the
them that you're
response.
polyamorous.
Mm.
So let me think.
Let
So
me
when
know when
you,
I can speak.
I'm about to drop you for real. Just mute up. Stop doing so much. So make sure question is, so the men who you're saying they're like understanding,
Hmm.
um, are y'all typically in relationships? Do y'all get in a relationship?
No, it's really just more so like just conversation about it. It's not that I'm not opposed to it. Right now. I'm not looking, but I make friends. I love making friends. I love talking to people. And I love educating people on polyamory, and a lot of
Yeah, I
them are
understand
actually
that, but you
just
hold on. I want you to understand what I'm saying. So he can say he understand, and of course I can understand why a woman say she would pushback to that, because again, the standard is monogamy. But if he's saying, yeah, I get that, yeah, and then he keep it moving, that's kind of the point. That they don't want to commit to something where it's multiple men. They don't want to do
oh
that. He don't
no,
want to
it's
be
not. It's
boyfriend
never
number
going to be
three.
multiple men.
Yeah,
No,
they
it'll
but
for
that's
me.
listen what I'm. I don't really don't want y'all to come up here and tell y'all personal business. I don't know why people be wanting to do that. But what I'm
I'm not
saying
telling my
is,
personal business.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no. What
saying.
look, what I'm saying is, at the root of it, women are being lied to and saying that, oh, we are getting these relationships. It's supposed to be one man, one woman, and we're gonna commit to each other. That's not how reality is. The problem
Mm,
is you got a lot of women who thinking that, oh, it's just me and my husband and my boyfriend, and for him is you and everybody else. That's my point.
Exactly.
I've
So
I've
when you saying you're poly, but it wouldn't be multiple men, of course. That's what I'm saying.
honestly, I feel I'm a little bit weird about this one because I've heard so many different ones, but the ones that I've mainly heard of were men that were just upfront about it. Like they were just upfront.
Yeah, the thing is, hold up. It's weird when you say upfront because we live in a patriarchy, and technically, because of the way we condition, women can't even really consent in this society. So when you talk about you
That's
upfront,
valid.
there's a lot of manipulation that goes into that, because there's also a certain type of woman that they're pursuing. A lot of these
True.
motherfuckers who are in the poly thing, they like the pro black dudes, they the Hebrew Israelites, they the Muslim, whatever. They make sure that they align with this ideology, and then they get their freak off. Even if they're not committed to the ideology, they use it and they be like, "I'm just being upfront." No, you're not. Using manipulation about it.
Yes,
Like, let's
and
be
I
for
I can
real.
agree with that. I can agree with that, but like I said, from my experience, I feel like And even for the groups of people that I've met on TikTok, most of them are just upfront. They just say what it is and this is what it is. But there are a couple of men that I have heard say some stuff that's just like, I have just said it just to say it, but that's not
Let me
really
ask you
what
a
I
question.
wanted.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that there are poly men that are DL?
Absolutely. And I know that for a
Okay, that
fact.
there we go right there. They not being upfront.
Yeah.
Let IDK go.
Hello?
Yeah, you was eager to speak. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to cut y'all
Don't
off.
don't apologize now, rude ass. Go
All
ahead. Say
right,
what you
well,
want to
shit. Let me go
say.
ahead and let me get right to the point. I agree
Yeah.
with everything y'all was saying. Really, it start with the man. Like you got, like you said, going into these relationships is more so. Oh, you got the women thinking this is a one man, one woman relationship. Whole time he got some, what I'm saying, some whole other shit. What I'm saying, he got working on the back end when he could have just been up front. You see what I'm saying, and gave that woman that option to, whether she want to pursue it or she don't. Now,
Thank you, Polly.
say
Clear
that
your
again.
throat.
Let me know when I can speak. Let me know when I can speak.
Oh,
See how annoying that is?
so
Just showing you how annoying that is.
like I'm
All
not
right,
saying I
Liz. I'll
believe in
let you know when you can speak, Liz.
so basically, I'm not
Liz,
saying
you
I
after
believe in poly.
IDK.
So wait,
I'm not
Liz, did
saying
you
I don't
hear?
believe in poly,
Liz,
but at the
Liz,
same
Liz,
time,
did you hear what I said?
yeah, I think I heard you. You said I was after IDK, right?
Yeah, you go after IDK.
Okay, thank you.
okay. So
It's on you,
basically,
No
IDK.
problem,
all right,
Liz.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure
Hey,
you
Liz,
good.
long time no see.
Okay, here we go. All right. So
Thank
basically,
you.
Make sure y'all tapping the screen and y'all send your heart me's. IDK, go ahead and make your point, son.
all right, my bad. So look, basically, it do start with us. You know what I'm saying? So
I
don't get
sent my
into,
heart
men
beats,
shouldn't be
Tara.
lying. Men shouldn't be
Thank
lying. You know what I'm
you.
saying? Just to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? Or manipulating a woman just to, play on her heartstrings. And the whole time, you know what I'm saying? You ain't standing on the shit you know what I'm saying? You saying, but. In actuality, like I done came across some shit where I done said this, and then when it came down to it, like y'all said earlier, it's a
Sorry,
whole other
dark horse. I'm glad you can make
it's a
it
whole other
though.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So like,
Hold on, what
I
you
be.
say? Hold on,
Can
what
you
you
hear
just
me?
say? I
Was he
was
breaking up or was it just for
no, I was talking
Hello.
to dark
me?
horse. I tuned you out for a second. What did you say? What is the point that you landed on?
I forgot. I forgot. Y'all got it.
Damn, go ahead and mute up then. What's up, Liz?
Hey, he was talking about how women will say that they're okay with him not wanting to be monogamous, and then like later on down the line they'll act like they're not okay with it. That's because like y'all cosplay being boyfriends. Like you'll say one thing
I,
and do another. Like,
no,
and that's
I didn't
gaslighting.
say that. So I got. If
Hold on,
y'all didn't cut me
IDK, you can
off.
respond. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you because you can respond. Don't interrupt. Go ahead, Liz.
So, anyways, that happens a lot. That's gaslighting. That's straight up gaslighting because like you can't be hanging out with a woman all day, every day, and like doing things with her that you would do like with a girl, like all of the things, and then be like, no, no, no. But we're just like that's what that is just simply cruel. Like, are you technically being honest because you're saying one thing? Sure, but you know exactly what the fuck you're doing, and it's not nice. And I'm not expecting you to be nice because you're men and you fucking hate us, but. I do think that it's interesting that there was a very startling statistic that came out of the percentage of men who are married or have girlfriends on Tinder. And I think it was like more than half, something just absolutely outrageous and disgusting. Yeah, I mean, men want women to not be with anybody else, but men will not be with anybody else, or maybe they'll intend to not be with anybody else until someone comes along that gives them some attention, and then that all goes out the window, whether that's a man, a woman, an animal. It really doesn't matter. Yeah.
No,
But
that's
what
Some
about the
facts.
lonely man epidemic?
We don't care
lonely.
Surely all
about
these
that.
men ain't getting women because
We
the
we
lonely
don't
man epidemic.
So
Why
we
they're
don't care
basically,
lonely
about that.
because but can I
so
respond to that real quick? So the
he,
lonely man epidemic is because women don't want to be with men anymore because this is how they act. Like men act like they can just treat women however the fuck they want, and that women aren't going to eventually say, no thanks, we're all good. And then when women do that, then you all are left behind, like crying, like, oh, mental health crisis for men, lonely. Like, fuck you. Like, your actions have consequences. That's all it is.
I told you, I think the lonely men need to start living dorm style. Go buy you a building and all y'all live in a dorm, like bunk beds.
At the end of the day,
That's
everybody want to have
crazy.
their cake and eat it too. That's all it is. Y'all want it
What's
y'all
wrong
way,
with
and
y'all
we want it
though?
our way. I mean, just cut the fat off. You feel me? That's what it is.
Well,
How
what
do you
is
I
think
that?
want
women?
cake with fat on it.
What is that about men though? For real, like, why do y'all feel like y'all get rewarded with no effort or work or not even respect?
I can't
Like,
speak for
talk
all
about a
men.
lonely
I
man
can't speak for all
epidemic, and
men, but
look how
I
you
get I
treat
get the
women.
frustration. Nah, I get the
I,
frustration. I can't
I,
speak for all men, and like I said, it start with us. You see what I'm saying? So when these men approach y'all or approach women on some, oh, baby, it's just you, or courting, like Liz was saying, we wine and dine y'all, and then whole time, okay, now we not picking up the phone to
Thank you,
them. We not replying
princess.
to the text message. When whole time, shit, just be upfront, like, hey, shit, this is what it is. Shit, I'm over here with Shawty or whatever. On your end, I'm not, Miss Terry was saying earlier, it's not open
You
on your
so
end.
respectful.
It's closed on your end. You see what I'm saying? It's open on my end, closed on your end. But you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, start with us. And men just really need to start putting it out on the line. And like I think Liz was saying, we shouldn't
Thank you,
expect
breakfast.
a woman to just bow down and do what we say, and we're not putting in that effort. We're not teaching. We're not malleable, or we're not willing to learn ourselves. It's our way or the highway. Like, so I get the frustration, with women, and y'all coming across men like that. So yeah,
I
that's
just
I'm gonna
wish
go ahead
more
my
and
men
closing
answer
were
that
argument.
honest
question.
about the fact that they actually are poly. But then again, I feel like they not really poly though, because if you were poly, then you wouldn't have the right to tell that woman that she can't mess with anyone else while you go mess with the whole entire city. So it's kind of different if you're openly poly, but at the same time, just commit to that lifestyle. If you want to be with multiple people, do that. Nobody's stopping you. The only reason that you're getting pushback for is because you are claiming to be monogamous.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I'm gonna address
that's
both of
it.
those.
That's
That's
all.
right.
To the first. Well, yeah, the whole poly thing. Look, listen. If he poly, that doesn't mean he want to be with somebody that's poly.
That's an
He want to
issue.
be with. Is it
Nah,
though?
I
I
like
mean,
girls
for
that like
It's
you,
girls,
but
so that's
I
for
think
poly
you
in my
it may be.
eyes.
Hold on. For you it may be, but yeah, I mean, you being honest, like yo, I'm
I
poly, but I don't want somebody that's poly. It's really simple,
yeah yeah,
honesty. That
but
shit
that
that
doesn't
Joe was
make
just talking
sense.
about. I mean, sure it does. Even if it doesn't make sense, it can work if honesty and all that shit that y'all were just talking about. And
Yeah.
to the other question in regard,
Transparency, honesty, and transparency is two totally different things. You can
eh,
be honest, but are you fully
what
being
was the other
transparent? You see what I'm
question that
saying?
I was gonna
Yeah.
speak on? Oh man, y'all done dragged it along. Yeah, I forgot what it was. I'll remember.
It is all about honesty though, because even if you were like, hey, I'm poly, but I don't want somebody who's not poly. I'm not poly, but let's say that I was. I would say, okay, well, I don't like that. So I'm gonna go meet a man who is poly and wants to be with somebody who's poly instead of we're just wasting each other's time, lying to each other. Like
Facts.
I don't understand what's the point of that when you can go
Facts.
find
Let me
somebody who wants the same
The
thing as you.
the thing about
but
being
hold up.
polyamorous, that it doesn't make any sense how you said it can work if a man is polyamorous or something like that and a woman is monogamous. That does not work
No, it
because
don't.
if he brings in somebody else, that monogamous woman is still technically in that relationship. She
Yep.
will either have to choose to be polyamorous with that polyamorous man or not. It wouldn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Like
Hey, you leaving how?
that's like water and oil. That's not
Yeah,
going to
they ain't
mix.
gonna mix.
Somebody's gonna have to change their ways if they want
Mm-hmm.
to, or they're gonna have to walk away on
Yep.
their like own and live true
False.
to who they said. Okay,
False. So you could be poly and say you're in a relationship with a woman and you poly. She at home and you out with your girlfriend or your other woman and you stay the night over there. She ain't got to be in that relationship to be part of that poly function. You can be poly and she can be monogamous. You spend some of your time at home with one of them and you spend time at your second home with the other one or the third one, however many homes you decide you want to have and they accept. but they don't both have to be, or all three of them, or whatever number of people it is. They don't all have to be doing the same thing for it to be
Everybody
a
dynamic
poly
different.
function.
I'm not
Yeah.
So,
saying that they
so
have to
it,
be all doing the same
you
thing, but
literally just did.
no, no, I did not.
Now you're lying to me. You're
More
trying to
so in the
gaslight
sense
me.
of when you're polyamorous, you're gonna end up seeing those people some way or another. At that point, you're more so talking about like sister wives. But even
Yeah.
at the end of the day, a sister wife still got to know the other wives.
Mm-hmm.
They still have to be open to share that in the first
Yep.
place. Yes, you have a polyamorous man, but everybody's going to have to know one another, especially if they have kids. Then now those siblings have to be incorporated with the next and the next and the next. At the end of the day, it's
So
still kind of stipulating down to a polyamorous relationship.
I
All in
can see where you're
all,
coming from. I can see where you're coming
everybody has to
from,
be
and
comfortable.
but I get what you're saying, and I know that to be true. Like there are relationships where like the women aren't just in a relationship with the man; she may be in relationships with the other woman too, right? And that's not always the case. Sometimes the women are not in a relationship with each other; they are in a relationship with that man. But what I'm saying is like in the dynamic that we're seeing, you don't see three men and two women. You're not seeing a woman, a bunch of men like that. That's not something you're going to commonly see. Does it happen? Yeah, but these men, when they say they're poly, the expectation is that there are multiple women in him.
Yeah,
The
they don't
umbrella of
So
want
my
that.
that
It
is
question,
a
so my
seems
lot.
too
question,
equal
my
to them.
question to you, so hold on. My question to y'all: if more women realize that men do not consider themselves to be monogamous, do y'all think women would still want to be in relationships with men?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so
Why?
too.
Why is that?
I genuinely think the issue is the deceit. I think when you come to a woman pretending, saying, "Oh yes, I'm monogamous. I want to be with you, baby. It's you," and you feed her a dream of the future, and then you say, "This is what we're doing," and then she later down the line finds out that you're not monogamous. You have just been sleeping around. You have just had multiple girlfriends, whatever, whatever. Then it's the betrayal. It's the lies. Versus if you were to just come to somebody and say, I want to be able to do me. I want to be able to be with you. That girl, that girl, that girl. I'm yours for the weekend. I'm with her during the week. I feel like if there was a woman out there who was like, okay, cool. It would be harder to find. I do believe that because most women are not like that. It will be harder to find, but you can find it. The issue
So
is that
that's
people
it.
are not
If that's the
honest
case, why the men won't just say that then? Why
because they
won't
don't
men
want that.
just say they don't want what?
They don't want to be able to say I'm doing this because they feel like either because one of two things will happen. Either that woman will completely not be with that because she wants another monogamous man. So she will say, okay, I respect your decision and what you got going on, but I'm gonna leave you alone. That man wants that woman. So he's not gonna risk losing that woman or not getting a chance to sleep with that woman or date that woman, whatever, because he told her the truth. Or
But
it's gonna be
no, but do you
my
understand the
bad.
problem with
Or
that? If you're
no,
saying,
that
hold
is
on,
an
before you
issue.
go,
That's a huge issue. That's what
no,
I'm
yeah,
saying. That's the
but listen
problem.
what I'm saying. Let me clarify, if y'all, because I've heard two people say that most women, if they realized that men were polygamous and didn't actually want to be monogamous, right, or men wanted to sleep around and be open or whatever, it's just one sided. Would they want to be in a relationship with men, but the men are still lying about it?
Well, that's because on the
And it's,
men's side, I think the men don't want it to be an equal thing. I think that's why I said it's also an ego. It's an ego boost thing of feeling like
hey,
this
season.
woman is in love with me. She's not with anybody else. She don't want nobody else. She just wants me. But here I
No,
am
you
over
missing
in
what I'm
X, Y, and
saying.
Z's
No,
bed.
you're miss. Hold on, let me explain. You miss what I'm saying. If y'all saying that women, if they knew that men were not monogamous, even though they expect the women to be monogamous, the women would still want to be with the men, right? Then why are the men lying? Why are the men lying and not saying just that? That's the
Because
As a
it's not
question.
man,
foolproof. If they knew for a fact that women would accept it, they'd be honest. But you're still taking that risk. Men don't want to take that risk, even though they claim to be risk takers and leaders and all those things. They're really punks for real. They don't ever take risks. You're not going to take the risk of not being able to get the woman that you want because you know if you tell her the truth and your intentions, she's not going to deal with you.
as a man, I'll say this. I agree with all of what she just said, except the punk part. Um, y- yeah, it's simply why risk it? That's what it boils down to. You don't Yeah, that's
And
not
then
why. But I think
and then but no, but no.
what else I will say, and I've spoken to this before, and I'm glad you said something about the bonobos rubbing coochie all day. I think women would accept a man if he said that because women are genetically gay. I think women are genetically gay. I think
What does that mean?
I'm gonna explain it. When women are around each other for an extended period of time, their periods link up because that's the
This
time where
nigga.
you can't touch each other. That's the time when you can't touch each other. So, like on a genetic level, they get that synchronicity. That way, they go through that same period, no pun intended, at the same time. That way, they have the rest of the month to themselves.
So hold up, I'm not
I'm
going to disagree
confused.
with you. I'm gonna let hold up. No, no, no. I'm gonna let him have it. But I also want to say that if we're gonna talk about genetics, it's the same thing go for men because there's a reason why y'all prostate evolved in your rectum.
Oop.
Why
I
we
mean,
talk well
I could tell you why, but that's neither here nor there.
I know we know how we got there. We know
No,
how. We know that.
you know what?
No,
You
no,
know
no,
what?
no.
What
The
do
one.
that
Oh,
got to
listen.
do with polygamy?
No, I'm telling. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a quick theory. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm right. Listen, what I'm saying. The ones who
Oh
will
my
be in the
god.
community with the other men were more likely to survive. And one thing that would attract them to the other men was like pleasure in their rectum. If they didn't get pleasure from them, they be by themselves. And while they by themselves, they might get eaten by a fish or something. But yeah,
Okay, can we
So
get back on the
while
topic,
you
please?
can access it through the rectum, you can also apply pressure to it through the perineum. So it's not
Lord have
no,
exactly
mercy.
they
there for
wasn't
any
doing. They wasn't.
particular reason.
Nobody was putting pressure on the
Uh,
perineum. Let's be for
And
real.
I'm just
can,
pointing out the
can we
facts. I'm just
focus?
telling you
Can we
that
focus
logistically,
off
you
of the
ain't got to go through the
rectums?
rectum.
Yo, hey, come on. Hey, let's
I'm
get
just
back
saying,
on
hold
topic,
up.
man.
But
Damn, I
hold
got
up.
some shit to
No,
say.
IDK, that is the topic because listen, we can tell in real time what happened to men when you put them in a dorm. Whether it's a college dorm, a prison dorm, a military dorm, what they end up doing in there.
Somebody gonna try
I'm just
something.
saying.
Man,
Thank
listen.
you,
I done been
Nito.
to prison. Listen, I done been to prison. I done seen some shit, heard some shit. Yeah, but listen, that's what I said. That's them. I can't speak on that. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Can we get back on
Why
topic?
you defending it? Hold up, why you feel attacked? Why
No, I don't feel
why you
attacked.
so
It's just
whoa, why you so uncomfortable?
I'm trying to focus
No,
on
you
this
over
He
there
this
brought up that
topic
man
here,
throbbing.
and y'all
rectum.
talking about rectums and
No, you over
oiling
there
down and
throbbing.
shit. My lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so look.
That man
The
over there
reason why
jumping
men
around.
lie
That's
to that
crazy.
monogamous woman, right, to get what they want, right? Let's say he do say, all right, I'm poly, and she say, okay, you know what, whatever, I ain't into you. Woo, woo. Now she go out there get her monogamous man just to find out because y'all love playing detective and FBI because y'all you know what I'm saying, y'all good at that shit. Just to find out your said monogamous man ain't monogamous no more. So that right there gonna make you think back to what that man that kept it 100 with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I gotta sit here. I done sat here and cook for this nigga. I done sat here and held him down, let him use my car, the whole nine. And he out here cheating on me, taking my car to go cheat with another woman. When I talked to a dude and he was up front with me, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like how long are y'all gonna keep going through that versus like, damn, you know what? The amount of men I done talked to said it was on poly. I ain't with it. But the men that said it was monogamous turn around, they on some old bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when are y'all gonna get off of
We're
that
gonna
Ferris
continue to
wheel?
go through it until men be honest. But y'all not gonna be honest because you don't want
That's
to be
right.
able. You don't want to have an even playing field. I feel like if a man is honest and say, "I'm poly. I want to do X, Y, Z. I want to do my thing with you and other people," then the woman has every right to say same. They don't want
That's
that.
right.
How
That's
dare
right.
you
And
go
that's why I
sleep
said it
around while
start
I'm
with
sleeping
us. And
around?
that's why I
How
said it
dare
start with us.
you?
Yep. You're absolutely right.
Someone new on the panel, Holly. Holly, are you Polly?
I'm gonna shut up now.
No, I'm E&M. That's
Are you?
ethical, non-monogamous, so very similar.
Dom,
A
you
part
didn't
of
get
the
the
poly
joke.
choir.
Yeah, it's because it rhymed. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have been a part of all of them. So I have been a swinger in marriage. I've done E&M,
Hold up,
and
hold
I
up. Hold up.
Hmm.
Hold up. This was not an invitation for y'all to come up here and be freaked out. We don't need to know what y'all doing. Just you could just chime in.
Okay,
All
that's fine with me.
right.
Um, do I believe men want monogamy or just access to monogamous women? I would say majority of men want access to monogamous women. They have a hard time dealing with real, true, free women. And that's because they want a woman to be loyal to them while they go ahead and perform monogamy because they get off on things like coercion, manipulation, and tricking women. So they can go talk to their boys about how they're tricking all these women. And they actually feel entitled to monogamy as a birthright. And they believe inherently that's women's role. And men should be able to be free, but they're not honest enough with themselves to just live in a life where they're not performing. A lot of this has to do with the fact that men want to perform masculinity instead of actually sitting down and asking the question, what does it look like for me? And what do I truly want? And how can I live in my truth? So I think it's a combination of all of those things when I look and I've engaged with men in the past. And I'll land my plane there.
Heavy on the when you said the entitlement part, definitely. Whenever you hear men questioning women on body count or any of that, like who knows where he been at? Like if we can't even count
Exactly.
the holes in this wall, you see what I'm saying? And they want to go there with women because if for men to have a term of 304s and they 304s is insane.
It really is, and it's a level of double standard. But I even ask deeper when a man is telling me, like, hey, my body count doesn't matter. I always ask them, do you care about your health? Do you care about your body? Like, it
Oh, they don't
almost
care
feels
about
like
that.
you're
They don't care about
disconnected,
that.
like they're disconnected from themselves and their body. The same thing you shame women for, you can get. You can get STDs, you can get psychological damage. It affects your self esteem as well, sir. Um,
So
so
I would say this though. Not only do they not care, but for women, the more partners that man and had, the worse he gonna be in bed. Cause
facts.
he think he know everything.
Hey, Tara, you from Baltimore?
No, get out of my business. What's wrong with you? I'm from the
You
UK,
sound,
sir.
yeah, right. You sound like you from Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore. You sound like
She's
you from
from
my city.
Wales. She's Welsh, like the Queen. Excuse you.
I know my
No,
city. You from Baltimore for sure.
no, I ain't nowhere near you, sir. Stay away from me. Um, Now I think the entitlement thing is like a big deal though, right?
It really
And not
is.
just that, the fact that how disrespectful men are towards women for thinking that monogamy is a thing, right?
Hmm.
When you talk about like DLs and the type of nasty, freaky stuff they say to each other and how they like to demean women while they're in the act, because like I can't believe she fell for that. The way men like address women, like you thought he wanted you, he just wanted to sleep with you. Like men are very disrespectful about the fact that women believe that men are monogamous too. That's the insane part about it.
I 100% agree. And I would even double down on it and say it's a lot to do with the way they view their masculinity. They feel like they're getting points by doing all of these actions, and they inherently hate women. They don't just dislike us, they hate us. And they're
Well,
being
the root
taught
of
at a
their
very young
hatred is their
age.
jealousy. The
What?
root of their hatred is their jealousy. Let's say that, right?
Yeah,
And the reason why their masculinity is so fragile is because it's like it's an ego thing. It's a fake identity. They didn't earn it. Somebody else told them to do it, so they have to constantly try to prove it to themselves. Not in secret, because we know what they be doing in secret. But like when they present to the world, they gotta like make it look a certain way.
definitely.
What kind of men y'all dealing with?
What are you talking about?
What kind of
Why
men
are you
y'all
asking
dealing
it?
with?
Why? No, no. Hold up. What's the reason that you're asking that question?
I mean, you sound like y'all talking from experience, but everybody ain't like that. So
No, no.
you can say, well,
You
my
can't think.
experience.
You can't. No, you can't think abstractly, which is why y'all always center yourselves in these conversations. You lack the ability to think abstractly. You lack the ability to have pattern recognition. You lack the ability to think of things on a societal level, which is why y'all center yourselves, sir. Don't know. It doesn't sound like it's a personal experience. It sounds like you can't think outside of yourself, sir. That's what's
So so
happening.
so
That's
so you
another issue
label
I
you
have with
label all
men.
men the same
Yeah.
basically. So you put all men in one category, like they all the
Yeah.
same, right?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
All right. So that goes back to my question. I had you never asked earlier. Are you monogamous? Are you monogamous, host?
Why did that matter?
Hold up. No, something ain't right with Jermaine, y'all. Why this nigga up here asking my personal business?
I don't know. It's
It's
weird.
giving
Jermaine, are you
stalker. I
okay?
think he's stalking me, y'all.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Y'all screenshot his profile in case I come up missing.
Mhm.
Damn, Jermaine.
Somebody snatched his IP address.
I got
What's up,
it.
user? Thank you. User, you want to say something? While we enjoy this awkward silence, make sure y'all send y'all daily heart me, y'all. Y'all can support the people on the panel by gifting them. And if y'all like it here, support the live goal. Y'all can also help with the gift gallery. Um some of the like the finger heart and the donut, it don't take much to get those.
I have a
But yeah,
question.
go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, I think first of all, I
Thank you,
think user
Lay.
was planning to ask you the same question. That's probably why they're not coming off mute. But anyway, he's
Scary.
conspiring with Jermaine, which is extra scary. But anyway, do you think that so men don't go get tested, right? Like,
Mm.
what is that attitude? Is that like they think that because they're men, they just like are privileged and things aren't going to get them?
I'm gonna be
No, it ain't
honest.
even
I
that.
think
It ain't even that.
you go ahead and I'll
Not saying that
respond
I
after
don't
you. I
get,
want
yeah, yeah. Not saying that I don't get tested regularly, but as a man, it's like it's not even that. Like, oh, why we don't get tested? It's a lot of factors that play into that. You see what I'm saying? So I
like
can't speak for every man.
like
Work.
what
You see what I'm
factors?
saying? Work. You see what I'm saying?
Work.
Shit, we working 14 hours a day.
Oh,
When
that's
do
right.
you
Because
It's
have?
not
women are
Y'all the
not
Okay,
only
allowed to
ones
work
that
in this country.
work.
I forgot. You
time
guys are
out.
the only ones with
What
jobs.
times? What times are the clinics open?
I
What
work
set
12 hours
set?
a day and I get tested regularly.
What time? What is the time period? Is what I want to say.
Time period
the
what?
clinic. Hold up.
Are
Hold
is
up.
open when?
Hold up, sir. What decade you in? Because we got urgent care now.
Mhm.
That's so.
I'm
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
the
saying. So
clinic.
what? What? Okay. What urgent cares are open 24 hours?
Why do you
A
need it
lot
to
of
be open
them.
24
A lot of
hours
them.
then?
Okay.
Yeah, at
So
least the ones
and
by
that's
Hold up, sir.
and
me.
okay. So y'all
Hold up.
making my
You ain't
point.
got
It's a
time.
lot
Hold up.
of.
You
It's a
ain't got
lot
time
of
to do nothing
factors.
then.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah. How
lot
do
of.
you have
No,
time
you no
to?
no no
How do
no.
men have
You
time to
saying
date all
saying
these
I
women
didn't
at
have
once?
time enough
Hold
time.
on. I just have a question. How do men have time to date all these women at once and to live double lives? Often have two families, but you don't have time to go to the doctor.
Right.
You should have time to be. I mean, you don't have time to for one girlfriend or wife, let alone seven.
Yeah, IDK, and I'm not personally coming at you when I say this. I'm only saying it because
No.
you're speaking for those men. So I'm just gonna speak to you, but speaking to those men really, only because you up here. But that is fucking trifling. If you don't have time to get tested, you don't have time to get no coochie. Period. Like that is disgusting. And a lot of niggas don't even know y'all just be asymptomatic. It's not that you don't have anything, you're just not showing symptoms. So you're going around giving everything to everybody thinking that you're clean because ain't nothing coming out of me, I'm fine, ain't nothing going on, I'm not itching and burning, I don't have anything going on. No, y'all are trifling unless you got something like the four letters and your body's withering away. That's when y'all finally will be like, oh, something's wrong. But that is a problem. Everybody should be getting tested. That's
So I want to say
disgusting.
a few things. No, I think you should extend it to IDK too.
Yeah,
And
no,
the
no, she right.
and
She
hold up.
absolutely
Let me.
right, and that's how
Yeah,
our
yeah, of
brain is.
course.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we. My bad. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Hold up. Damn, Trey fans, nigga. But they be scratching, they be itching. But here's the thing, though. Y'all understand how risky men are with their behaviors, right? The reason why men live longer when they paired up with women, because women literally be saving their lives. Like he not gonna
Thanks.
go to the doctor, he not gonna do all these things, but because you care about him, right? Unfortunately, you didn't add another decade to his life. But they don't care about that. Like you. A lot of these dudes talking about they thought they was gonna be unalive before they hit 21. They don't care about nothing. They want to go out there and raw dog. They don't
Facts.
Yeah.
care.
You're right. And I don't know why we process shit like that. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know why we're wired like that. Not saying all men, you know
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
it's
But
no,
yeah.
no. Y'all not. No, that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all are feral. Y'all emotionally feral. Like the fact that you think that's just a wire. You don't understand how you're like you chronologically like an adult, but like developmentally, like you're an adolescent. You're a little kid. Y'all throw tantrums and do like stuff that don't make sense.
I
Not being
mean,
able to
we
see the
all
four
throw
seater. Hold
tantrums.
up.
Women and
Not
men
being
throw
able to
tantrums.
hold up. No, don't both sides of now. Not being able to foresee the
Nah,
consequences
for
of your
real.
actions in real time is a immature trait. Like, yeah, like that's what I say. Y'all have normalized having a sex addiction because of y'all insecurities. And you think because so many of y'all do it, it's not a problem. It's definitely a problem. So no, it's not just Wyatt. You
Like the,
undeveloped.
I think it has more. I 100% agree with
Well, a lot of
you.
us undeveloped then.
Yeah, I 100%
Thank you,
agree with you.
Lighthouse. That was what I said.
And I would say that also, I find that often when I'm having conversations
So
with
what we
men
gonna
or
do with
when
that?
I'm looking, they feel like they don't have a choice or they lack agency. Like the same choices that women can make to have sex or not have sex, safely, to have a job that doesn't work 12-hour days or have a job that only works normal 8 hours. Everything seems like not a choice for them. Like they're thrust upon something and they don't practice their own agency, which I think is super sad. And unfortunately it affects women who want to be joined with men, and makes their lives quite miserable,
Yeah, but even
Women
unfortunately.
who want to be
unemployed men
joined.
don't go get
Oh,
tested, so
I mean,
let's be
I
yeah.
real.
So just so
what
y'all know, side note, women who want to be like with paired up with men are under a spell. What's up, Dark Horse?
Hey y'all.
Hey.
I came to address the prompt. I was gonna jump in on that conversation, but these motherfuckers don't even wrap it up. They don't bring up condoms. They
You
had a
burning
dick in their hand, and you got to bring up a condom. They're like, oh, like so you thought she was gonna just go raw, huh? That's what you think every time. It's a woman's conversation. Y'all don't give a fuck about yourselves or the people you sleeping with. But anyway, on the topic, I wanted to say that the monogamy part, it is like trying to unlock another level to women. So anytime it's a man specifically, like asking, what are we? Let's make it official. It's because you may be holding back some level of access to you without a commitment. Now, if you're just doing all of the things, then he won't commit because you're doing them all already. But a lot of them will say they want to be in a relationship with you, aka monogamous, because they know that women associate damn near every other access according to a verbal commitment. So now that you're my boyfriend, now I can have sex with you without a condom. I'm going to cook, I'm going to clean, I'm going to help, I'm going to do all the things just because of a couple of words. It's insane, the exchange that happens over we're together now. It took him point 0.2 seconds to say that, and you a lifetime to take up the other side of that. Like it doesn't make sense, but it does for men. So I believe 100% whenever a man is pro monogamy or getting in a relationship, it's because he needs access. And the more that you restrict, the higher he'll go up on that relationship scale. If you're like, oh, I don't move in if I'm not engaged or not married or what have you, he'll continue to meet the demand. But trust me, they manipulate and they use relationships to get access to certain women. And the access just depends on the woman and what the standards are. But yeah, absolutely. That's what I think about monogamy. It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Um, Not this nigga. Most definitely though. Like that's what I was saying earlier about the reason we had monogamy in the first place is so that before the time predate paternity tests was so that men could like ensure that I'm not even gonna say women, but it was young girls that they were having their baby. So it's basically like you locked away. Like can y'all imagine it? Like that's insane. What you on today?
What you doing? What going on?
How you doing?
How you doing? I ain't seen you lately.
I'm surprised you ain't crashing out. Thank you, Lighthouse. Can y'all y'all can send Go Popular so I want to see the next tier for the good. What is this? The heart meme is almost at tier 12. So y'all can change that wig. That wig look awful, but go ahead on what you want to say.
I ain't really got nothing to say. How you doing? Good morning. Good afternoon, whatever it is.
Lord.
I ain't got nothing to say for real.
You have to, are
All
you
right,
working, sir?
I
Thank
changed
you,
my
Liz. Thank you,
mind.
Jane.
Monogamy is for you lonely niggas. God damn.
Hey, she say monogamy for
Thank you,
what?
Breathless. Thank you, Les.
I'm at work. Yeah, why you say that?
Because you have your camera on, but also like just like Dark
Thank you,
Horse said at
Tasha.
one point, this is what men are doing when they're
Thank
working.
you,
Like this
Jane
idea of
Doe.
like
I
like
appreciate you.
strenuous labor for 14 hours. Like he's sitting here on TikTok. Okay, let's not get
That
carried
see, there
away.
you go.
Bro,
That's
I
him.
mean,
He
you
like you
don't
said,
know
he
what
on
type of
TikTok.
position I have though. You
He
don't
in a
know the position.
warehouse. I'm out here actually in the heat for
You
real.
feel me?
Operating
I'm
heavy
a
equipment, laying pipe, building structures. You see what I'm saying? The shit
I
that y'all
like how
don't see
multiple men got
underground. You feel
offended
me?
by this
So
as
you
if it
sitting
applied to
here
them too.
looking at a man in the vest in a warehouse. You talking about some, oh, this is what men do when they sit here saying they work 14 hours. Man, you just so, you know what I'm saying, one-brained, one-sided this. You see what I'm saying?
No,
Like, you
I
can't
why?
agree. Y'all ain't working no
broaden your
14 hours.
horizon
No,
with that shit.
no,
It's really
no.
niggas
Y'all ain't
out
working
here
no
in the
14
field for
hours.
real.
No, you not.
And
No,
why
you
you feel
Man,
not.
like
it's really
somebody
man.
got offended
Listen.
by
That's what
that?
I'm saying. It's the men that y'all used to do. Them niggas holding the sign. No, them boys operating that equipment, putting them damn y'all sewer lines in, y'all water lines in, so y'all can sit
No,
there
y'all
and
ain't do.
flush the
No,
shit.
y'all
Y'all
be taking
goddamn
long
talking.
breaks.
I do that. I do
You
that
at
shit.
work
I
now?
got
You at
I
work
got
right
pictures,
now?
now.
videos,
He
all that
Hold
at
up.
work
shit.
You
right
where you at
now.
right
So
now? Where
you
you at
can't
right
sit here and look
Watching
at
now?
that
somebody
young
else.
man,
Where
not
you
knocking
at
him,
right
but sitting here and
now?
say, oh,
Where
when
Watching
men
you
sit
somebody else
here and
at
dig a
say,
hole.
right
oh, they work 14 hours, man,
now?
fuck out of here. I'm out there in that heat,
No,
100
IDK, but you ain't at
I
work right
love
now,
that.
Mr. 14 hours. You work all them hours, but right now you've been comfortable on this panel for a while. And Owen, go get your
On a
supervisor. Put your
Tuesday.
supervisor on the camera. Yeah, like come on now. I'm talking about you doing all
On a
this. You up
Tuesday.
here bumping your gum.
Yeah.
Put the thing you built on the background. Put it up on the screen. What you build today? Nothing. Lying ass.
I
Remember
tell
that
you, the most annoying boyfriend to have is a blue collar worker. When I tell you the most annoying motherfucker to have is a
Yeah.
nigga who work outside when he on my phone, texting, calling, all day, all fucking
Ain't got
day,
nothing to do.
nothing to
all
do.
day.
It really just
I
the
know,
white lady
hamming
shit
He
up,
got
love
me
you.
offended though,
sending me
gang.
pictures
He
from the
love you.
machine,
He
sending me
love you,
pictures from the
sis.
Yeah.
machine.
He
I
love
got
you, sis.
bosses who do nothing and sit around and talk all day on goddamn TikTok. Y'all ain't doing shit.
I'm saying, who are y'all? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hold on,
Elaborate.
Jermaine. Hold on. I wanted to say something. Remember that photo that I shared to the Discord of there was that work that was happening in front of my house? It was with
Yep.
the sewer lines, whatever, and like it was literally a guy, and he was just pressing a button over and over again, sitting down, and he had his pink beach umbrella that he brought from home that was like that he had perched up so that he was not like in the sun the whole time. Just under an umbrella, pressing a button, pressing a
I'm
button,
saying you don't
pressing a
know his
button.
role though. You don't know what he probably just the
And
inspector, bro. You
and
don't know
how it's
nothing,
not.
bro.
And it's like
No, he
it
was
was
doing the
six
actual work.
people standing around
Look,
him
I ain't
looking
even
at
gonna
it.
count.
Every
You
time
just
I walk
don't
past
like
a work
men.
site,
You
it's
just
six
don't
people
like
standing
men.
around.
Okay, everybody in
Bruh.
the
Can you
comments
listen
keeps
to me,
saying
gang?
work
Y'all
smarter,
ignorant
not
anyways,
harder.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but
can y'all just
that
stop talking and listen to a nigga though, gang? Y'all are
So that's
ignorant as
why,
hell.
but hold up, real quick, hold up. That's
no.
why, no, this is why these dudes used to catcall. They don't be doing nothing, y'all. Like, the thing is, don't be lying. Y'all be lying, talking about y'all work hard. You don't. Women work harder than y'all.
I'm
When you
saying,
look at
what do y'all
fields,
do
hold
that
up,
work harder than men do?
shut up. Shut up. You
He's
sitting
sitting on
down
his
on camera at
ass
work.
asking what we do that's so hard.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
writing
but it,
papers. You don't
hold on,
know my position.
hold on, I wanted to say something though. In case y'all ladies don't understand. Women dominated fields, like literally all of them, operate on being multitasking. Like there's no field where women don't dominate and you're not expected to multitask. These dudes do one fucking task, one thing they gotta
But it's
do.
8 niggas doing one task. It's 8 niggas out
Mm-hmm.
there to dig that hole. and it's one woman, and she got 8 tasks. She got
Okay,
12 tasks.
why you
I
don't
see
mute them
12.
when
I
they
see a 12
interrupt you
man
though?
crew.
Dang, that's
12-man
weird as
crew.
hell.
Y'all gotta dig a 6 feet hole from here to
Dude,
here, and there's
now I'm
12 of
finna get
y'all.
back in that
All
mood,
12 of
bro.
y'all not in there. I
I'm
see it.
saying, can you let
I
me
know
talk
you.
though,
You my
bro? Cause you let
family.
them talk, bro. Like literally, you ain't muted these folks not one time, but you let me when I talk. It's something
Yeah,
like
cause I
it get
know.
boy.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
come up here to cry
yeah.
on
Okay,
the
so
clock?
let me talk then. Once
Hold up.
again,
I'm
y'all.
gonna mute you now. You can cry. Don't get. I'm biased. If you don't like it, go on get. Like what? You
If
calling
you
me
gonna
out?
be fair to everybody.
Don't
Don't
get.
be doing that. Don't mute me. Just not
I
me.
ain't gotta be fair.
What the hell?
Why I gotta be fair? I ain't gotta be fair to
Listen
nobody. What you
though,
talking
I'm
about?
understanding you over here talking about men don't do nothing. Gang, you know
Yeah.
everything in your house built by a man.
Look, you ain't doing
Back to what
nothing.
I was saying, it's not even an issue to work smarter, not harder, because I do that every day. But I'm still not coming on here. My job is so hard. You don't know what I go through. You don't know
Who
how it
said
is
that?
to be
Who said
me.
that?
What
Who
was
said that?
me? You don't get
Liz
to
said
do
that
that and
too.
then go, but I work
Liz,
smarter,
no,
not harder.
Liz said
Which
Who
that.
one is
said
it?
that?
Are you
Who said
working
that?
Liz
hard,
said
breaking
that.
your back as a man or not?
Who said that? It don't they don't
Hold
make
up,
you a man
y'all.
because you
Y'all,
breaking
hold
your
up.
back.
Hold up. No, no, y'all. He on camera. I know you gotta take some inventory of some type of freight. He ain't doing nothing. He's sitting there
Dude, job
spinning
is
in the
already done. Y'all
chair.
don't know what I do. You
You
gotta stop
relax.
thinking like
Lord.
that. The job is done. What the hell you want me to do? Go find something else to do? It's nothing for me to do.
But
What
that's
You
the
the
fuck?
just
point.
chilling,
Yeah,
man.
you're on
They
their
probably don't even
time.
know
Okay, the
what a
job.
damn
I get
hard
off
hat
at
is.
4:30. What time is it right now? 4:23. What else do you want me to go jump my ass up and go do another
Fuck
assignment?
no,
I
it's
do.
hot. Fuck no.
You
They
need to be
wouldn't do
working
it.
Yeah.
until
Go
4:30,
build
and then you can
something,
go
Bob the
clock out.
Builder. Go
I'm just
build
saying when y'all
something.
talk, make
Exactly.
it sense because y'all way older than me and y'all very ignorant. It's just like y'all don't
How old
like
are
men.
you?
I'm
How old are
just
you?
saying,
Facts.
25 on God, all y'all on here
You
over
older than
30.
Facts.
me.
On God, all y'all over here on over 30.
You older than me.
Who said I'm older than them?
Me. You're older than me.
If you're older than me, if I'm older than you, right? And what are you doing right now?
It's my off day, boo. Actually,
All
no, it's
right,
not.
bro.
I
All
got off from
right.
my
I just
first
don't want
job
to
at
hear all the.
12.
I don't want to hear all the. I hate
Lay,
men.
lay, lay. They in our face talking about they build everything. He's sitting on his
You
ass.
sitting
Stop
on your
playing.
ass. What are you building?
Never talk about nothing good about a
My
man.
boots
You
on the
always talk
ground.
about what bad about a man. You
My
don't never
boots on the
talk good
ground.
about
Y-
I didn't
men.
say
Yeah,
Why
anything
you
bad
do
about a
that?
man whole
facts.
time I've been
That's
here.
facts. Clock
You
it.
never
Boots on
talk
the
good about a
ground.
man on your lives because you always say something bad. Just say you don't like men.
That's it.
I, I never
Why
said
you
I
I
so
did
got
like
mad
men.
though?
one,
Okay, so when
I
two,
I
never
come on your
claimed to like
live, say
Three,
men.
something nice about a man. Say
four,
something about a
I ain't
female.
five,
saying
Why
shit.
the
six,
I
hell
ain't
y'all
saying
so needy?
nothing. I ain't saying
Bring
nothing
that up.
nice.
Okay then,
No.
stop. What the
Man,
hell?
fuck
Stop picking and
you. I don't care
choosing who
about
the
your
hell you talk to
feelings. I don't
then.
care if your
Mr.
feelings
Charlie.
hurt. Bitch, I ain't even on
Okay,
no
so hold
fucking.
What?
on. What
You
if
over this
what if
bitch
I
keep talking
said
about
like
man. If at this point the females that be talking bad about men be the ones a nigga don't want.
You
Be
gotta stop
honest
talking
with me.
with your
I'm
okay.
just
hands though,
keeping it.
for real. That's not attractive.
So anyway, so imagine if I was like, no one has anything good to say about white people. Say something nice about white people.
Right.
Ain't shit
I
That
nice to
would
don't
say
sound
about
got
white
nothing to
people.
say
Ain't a
about
insane.
lot of shit
That
nobody
would
going
on
on
sound
That's
in
how
these
stage.
y'all
motherfuckers.
sound.
Ain't
No,
insane.
that
shit
is
Then
how
popping.
y'all
when
That
you
sound
would
when
though.
sound
got you
That's
on here,
insane,
cuz
right?
I'll slap the shit out your white ass. I don't like white women.
Shit that's going
At
on with
all.
white
There
Just
you
people.
like
Fuck
white
go.
white
people.
people.
There
see?
That
you
shit
go. Say
fucked up.
something
That's
nice
the
about
Fucked
white
up.
point.
I
That
women.
That's
white
will,
the
that
Say
man go
something
and
point.
Michael.
nice
goddamn
about
man
white
came
women.
home. You
Why
wanna come
don't
and
why
say
don't
something nice about white
why
people?
don't
Drake,
anyone
man,
why
get
doesn't
your ass the
anyone have
fuck up
anything
out
nice
of
to
here,
say
bitch.
about
Hold
white
up.
Fuck white
women?
people.
Hold up. Not y'all making
Boo
her point. Y'all making
I
her
love
point
my
Cause
like
in
she
real
Caucasian.
can't
life,
She
I
over
say
here
slap the shit
something
out
spraying
your
What
white
are
nice.
you
red
ass
talking
on
wine. It's
about?
God.
Talk
Talking
up
to
here
crazy.
you.
talking that shit.
What the fuck? On my mama. Shut up. You need to be the last person talking on this bitch. You
Swear to
not a part
God,
of the
bro.
culture.
Oh, he's mad.
Hey, watch your
No,
mouth
Come
they
Talk
on,
now.
some
making
mad
her
motherfucking
Why you
Hey,
so mad
killing
at
You
me? You
babies
motherfucker
know
and
the
shit.
killing
Don't
first.
babies
What's
explain
the
and
gang
shit.
because you
problem?
talk too
Watch
much.
your
Killing
You
mouth,
ain't
babies and
sir.
men,
shit. You
cuz you
want to
don't
talk
got
It's
about
a
no
say
babies?
nice
Shut
day
your
something.
mouth,
outside.
hoe.
Go
Say
smell the
something
Your stupid
nice.
ass
roses.
the fuck
God
on.
Hey,
damn.
So you
and I know
just
y'all
proved the
raising
point.
boys
So
and
who's
So
that?
fucking
you
y'all
just
like that.
Then
proved the point.
IDK,
You
you
got
got
watch
5
respect
Just
in
prove the
minutes
us,
point.
left on the
so
I wasn't
clock.
heard one, but
Just
I for sure
chill.
slammed one. mouth. Y'all watch y'all mouth. Y'all watch y'all
yeah.
mouth. Liz is realer than all you niggas up here. Liz is realer than all you niggas up here. Know that. Know
Did
that.
you not get a lunch break? Is
I
that what
like
it
this in a
is?
trade. I'd like this in a trade for Liz for a bunch of you niggas. Do you hear me? You ever seen them trades going on your TikTok feed? Who we sending? Goddamn
Stop
NBA
muting
level
me, gang. This
trade.
how I know I'm hitting home, cause you muting me. If I went not saying
Yeah. I'm gonna keep muting you.
He
I
didn't
No,
get a
don't
I
care
break.
hit
about
on
your
your
home.
own
I
tantrum.
head
That's
once
how I act
again,
when I
gang.
don't get a
I
break
don't care
either. I
about your
get you.
Fuck.
tantrum.
He didn't
I
get the
Old as
struck a
break.
hell.
nerve. You didn't strike a nerve,
Working
Yeah.
sir.
too
I
bad.
did. That was me.
Old as hell once again, and you're white. Like
I keep telling you, we all old. We're in our 60s over here. What
no.
you doing? What you over here with these elderly
Thing
women
over 30 is
for?
old.
Why you
Thing over
young ass
30 is
over here? We
over
old.
30.
You disrespectful. We old. We old
Say
women.
something good
You
about
rude
your
and
people, gang. You
disrespectful.
always say something bad about
No, I
people.
don't want to say nothing.
Okay,
I
then
don't want to say
shut
nothing good to
up.
you. You shut up.
What the
Matter of
hell?
fact, bye. Go ahead. I'm
You
gonna tell
you
your
hit
supervisor.
you
I'm
hit
gonna
that
call
mute
your
button so
job.
fast. I love how
That
I love my
whoever
white
was hitting
woman.
that mute button fast, y'all was hitting that motherfucking fast.
Hey,
that's
Bean.
crazy that he proved the point so quickly, and I don't even know if
I
he
want to
realized
marry
it.
one though. I ain't gonna lie.
What? I was talking,
He didn't
sir.
realize it at all.
He didn't realize it at all. That's wild. And then he was trying to be like, "Oh, I struck a nerve." No, you didn't strike any nerves. I struck a nerve, sir. That was me.
What was that about? Like,
He back in the queue. Hold up.
he came up
Hold up.
on
On been
10.
come, but hold up. On been coming here for months. Talking about y'all old, and he stay wanting to come over here though. With your non-working
I
ass,
love when they say that
little
because, yeah, no
boy.
offense to nobody, but I'm only 22. They don't get to pull that card
No,
with
we
me.
now. No, we now 60s and 70s in here, over here.
Ain't
We
nothing
made
wrong with that,
peace.
though.
Don't nobody care. What's up, baby Kev?
What's up?
Nigga, I ain't call you. What you want to say about the pump?
You said what?
CCP, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Go ahead. Thanks,
Okay.
bro.
I've been listening for about an hour now. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been listening for about an hour now, and here's my observation. Right, when the men start speaking, you keep muting them, and you let the women just.
You from
No,
HR?
that's not the topic.
Hold on. Is he
Oh, these fucking
HR?
Yelp reviews, fucking Google reviews, you niggas are giving like y'all fucking mad. You don't
I
fucking
know.
Not
matter.
you over here from HR. That's
Are you a
crazy.
consultant, a live panel consultant, sir? I don't think we asked for your services. Wrong house. You got the
I
wrong
ain't asking
house.
You,
nothing.
but
Y'all
the
funny
fact
as
is
hell.
you believe that people care about your opinion is crazy. We ain't your mama. Call your fucking mama.
Hold up, y'all. Don't mute him. Let him go. Hold up. Go ahead, CCP.
Who in here
Don't mute him,
married?
y'all. Go ahead,
Okay.
CCP. Make your
So
point.
okay, yeah. First of all, let me make my point.
Who keeps doing that?
I
Guys.
got you.
Why y'all keep muting her?
Nah, y'all
Why you
don't
mad?
mute him for real. For real, don't mute him. Go ahead, CCP. Stop cutting him, y'all. Don't do that.
Yeah, let me speak without y'all interrupting me. I came in here respectfully. I have.
Oh, so y'all some
Guys. Rude.
Tell him
y'all
to
act,
walk in. Tell him to walk in the fucking Chick-fil-A and tell him to change the oil they fry his fucking nuggets in, cause he don't fucking like that
y'all
shit.
acting like
And see
young
what the fuck
hoes.
happens. Nobody give
We
a
acting like
fuck.
what?
Young hoes.
This is a mutiny. This is a goddamn mutiny.
See, guys, he left. Guys, you see what you did? Can't even keep a
Man,
man on the
Oh,
he
panel.
about to report back to HR. He gonna tell on us. He telling. Damn. Kev, you want to say something like for real?
Hell no, I'm out this bitch for real, for real.
Well, you smoked out.
Y'all, y'all,
Another one bites the dust. Look at that.
Y'all got to stay up them pills. Y'all got to stay up them goddamn pills. Y'all niggas are, barely alive. Heart
Thank you,
barely fucking
Lighthouse.
beat. God damn.
Yeah, he at home getting a check.
Why do they have to announce when they're leaving? Just leave.
They want somebody to care. Look at this. Hold
you
up.
said be smooth like you was leaving just to come up.
Hold up. What
Yeah,
you want to
shut
say
up. You're
on?
a bomb, cuz. What the hell?
Nope. Listen, don't nobody want to hear that shit for real. I don't
Guess we'll
want to
never
play
know.
with y'all. Yeah.
I just don't like when they do that. I don't like when they like fake leave, like, oh, I'm out of here. And then you request back up. Be smooth. And then you request up. Leave.
They
Yeah, because
obsessed.
they want you to
Bitch,
beg them
nobody
to
obsessed.
stay.
You're old. Y'all.
What'd you say, sir?
You gotta say it faster.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
lost his
Gotta be quicker
connection.
than that.
Look, usually when I tell people when they are going back and forth about people being old, blah blah, I be like, all right, tonight your last night. I be like, what you mean? Tonight your last night, bitch? Because you can't get old. I mean, it's your last night on earth. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with these last few hours you got, bitch? 'Cause it's time for you to go. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucking old. You gonna have a fucking birthday, bitch. So if that tonight ain't your last night, you need to shut your goddamn mouth up. You got a plan? When you leaving? When you leaving this bitch? Oh, you planning to make plans? Oh, you want to go somewhere next year for your birthday? You want to go to Vegas? You want to wild out? That shit ain't in the plans, bitch. You're gonna die young. Don't nobody want to hear that. Stop talking about people being old. Like you don't want to do something for Christmas this year. Like you don't want to eat your mama food on Thanksgiving. Like you ain't got plans to age. Shut the fuck up. You don't sound good. You don't sound well. Call 988. That's it. I'm gonna mute up.
Bitch, you sound out of breath. Shut your big ass.
Cause I'm working out and
You keep
I'm
missing
fat,
it. I just
but I'm living. You
They
ain't
be
gonna be
mad
here
as
tomorrow. The
hell.
way you talking, you're not gonna even be
No,
here
that
tomorrow.
was he didn't
You're not
say
gonna
it
be
fast
here.
enough. He didn't get
you
the
need to hear
length of
Lou.
it.
It's okay, but he's not gonna be here tomorrow. What's your plans are for the evening? Please tell me, cause it don't sound like you plan to be here much longer. Y'all be having these sneak, passive, suicide confessions.
Shut your big ass up,
Stop.
bitch. Yo,
Stop doing that. Don't do that. There's things to live for,
No,
babe.
actually, Dark, I'm gonna have to
Hey,
disagree.
Mello.
The saddest part about Own specifically, he's gonna live a long life. You know why? Because he don't do
No, he
shit,
not.
actually. He sits on his ass
No,
at
he.
work and writes papers and gets on lives
bitch, you're
and
broke. You're
complain and
broke. Let's
argue
talk.
with women all day and whine and he do that shit. So he's gonna live a long life because he don't do anything.
No, it's just gonna seem
Unfortunately.
long
He's
to
gonna
him. It's just
slowly
gonna
wither
seem very
away.
long
No, they be
Unfortunately.
because
smoked
it'll be
out.
boring.
Yeah. Because he gonna do this to the rest of his days. So
Y'all say that, but y'all got more grandmamas and aunts than y'all do granddaddies and uncles. Thank you,
true.
Mello. Yeah, them niggas gone.
We
He out of here.
there's.
Tabella, did you want?
Oh,
Huh?
I was just gonna say there's new people on
T-
the panel.
Tabella, did you? Tanisha was up here earlier. Tabella, did you want to say something?
Bella.
Tan- maybe she stepped away. Tanisha, did you want to say something?
Um, Now, so hey, listen, Tara, Dark Horse, Liz, listen. It is amazing to me how these men come on this panel, walk straight into the point, and then right past it. Like everything goes over their heads. Like when I say everything, everything. I wonder, did they even go to school? Can they reason? It just don't make sense to me. Like it's weird as hell. And then stay and argue, and then when the argument don't have any point, then they'll be like, you a bitter bitch. Nobody put a ring on your finger. You a bit like, just tell me you didn't go to school and you don't know how to make a point without telling
I'm
me.
hope.
It's
I'm
weird.
hoping that. I'm hoping that the women realize how dumb these niggas is and stop putting them on the pedestal and know that that nigga you like and like you back. He dumb as a motherfucker. He dumb as rocks. He don't know shit. He's stupid. He believe in a bunch of bullshit. He can't hold a conversation. He won't be carrying a conversation, which is why they mirror you.
And they
Um,
are. They are dumb.
yeah.
And the only argument they could make, they gotta personalize everything. Well, me personally, boy, I don't know you. I'm not talking about you personally. We're having a general conversation. Generally say like what your thoughts are. Me, I said not all men. No. Mm-mm. No. It's irritating. Nope.
What you
Yeah,
want,
I think.
Kevin?
I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie,
I
it's a
didn't
lot
hear
of
you.
bird brain ass females though. So what you talking about?
See what I mean?
What you
Point exactly.
what you say, Dark
What?
Horse?
What you mean?
Oh, I was saying too that I don't know. I can count on one hand. Um, and only using fingers, the pinkies out, thumbs out, maybe three people that are male that have brought up
I ain't
like
gonna lie.
talking
Stop muting me when
points
I'm
or
talking.
conversations that don't tie back into some sort of opinion about relationships or men and women. Like call you and be like, yo, I read so and so, or what do you think about something like that? Shit does not happen. They don't have any type of intriguing conversations, debates, topics that do not center around women, men, fucking hooking up, stuff like that. Otherwise, they're not gonna call you out the blue and be like, "Hey."
Yeah, I can tell you single.
They don't start those conversations, and if you start it, he gonna you to death. Yeah, you to death.
Yeah.
Not give you any points because they're dumb as shit. They really are that fucking dumb. That's all I wanted to say. I'll meet up.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why they get upset when they be like women want to talk about certain stuff because they be struggling to keep up. Like, that's what I was saying about the whole multitasking versus a single task. Like, they are irritated because like the brain connection is just not connecting. That's all. What's up, Monet?
Hey Tara, how you doing? How y'all ladies doing?
I'm good.
Um,
We doing well. The ladies up here doing well.
so I would say, you would think that because you're a
Okay, Les.
beautiful, you would think that because you're a beautiful woman and you got a great head on your shoulders and you have all the attributes to a man that he shouldn't cheat, right? But he's still gonna do it anyway because it's not because he don't love you, is because he don't like you. He envy you. And then sometimes, a woman be like, oh, I look better than her. Why did he cheat on me with her? I look better than her. It's not even about the looks. He just don't like you. Like some men don't really like women. I think, women need to understand that it doesn't matter how good you look, what you bring to the table. You could have everything to a T, 100% from head to toe. You could be everything to a man, but it's just because men really don't like women. They envy the things that you bring to the table, your beauty, your education, um all the things that you are. So it's like 9 times out of 10, men just do things in order to humble us, or and then also some women are so beautiful that they don't realize that they're being a bird to a man. Like, I'm like, do you not know that this man knows that he's out of your league, but you not realizing that? Like Tara said, stop putting these men on a pedestal because they know that you're out of their league. But once you praise him, oh, he's a good man, I love him for this and that, he looking at you like, yeah, you stupid for loving me. Like, these men, like, they do not respect women or love women. Do not put these men on a pedestal because they do not care about us. They do not love us at all. It does not matter how beautiful you are, what you bring to the table. I'm telling you right now, just leave these men where they at. That's all it is.
I agree with the woman that was just speaking.
That's still my fucking line. Fuck him. I agree, Monet. Goddamn.
Yeah, if you got intelligence and beauty, why waste it on a man? See what I'm saying? Like, why? And also like you can get stuff from men. That's what I was saying the other day. Like, if you want to mess with them, like they give you stuff. Like in the beginning, they like to like impress women and buy them stuff. Get your shit and keep it moving. It ain't gotta go that far. Like, you can have your bunch of 2 week relationships. It sounds like it might be a good time. I don't know. Since y'all want to fuck with them. Anybody say you gotta be hemmed up?
I got a question for that. So,
Hold on, real quick. Chanel came up here to tell y'all to tap, y'all.
Yeah,
It's important that y'all tap.
I need you to tap, please. Let's get her to 55K. Y'all in here tippity tapping. I'm gonna need y'all to tap the screen. Thank you.
Thank you, Chanel. Go ahead, Monet. What you were saying?
I was gonna say that too. Like, you have to realize, like, in these relationships, allow the man to just be the giver and just take. Honestly, I feel like make everything transactional. Someone be like, oh no, you can't do nothing for love.
once you do something for love, you already lost. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, these men do not love y'all because they don't love themselves. So you gonna spend years trying to love someone that do not love you. If you in a relationship or you're dating, just make it transactional. You have to be detached. You have to. Like I'm just being honest right now.
Heavy on the they don't love themselves. I'm gonna say this too though,
They
right?
don't
I'm
love
gonna be on.
themselves.
Yeah, but I want to be honest too. When you talk about the detachment part, um, that's not an easy thing to do. You understand? You gotta understand that like men not being able to like form like bonds and intimate connections with people is something that's flawed in them, right? And like, yeah, you might mess around and get some stuff out of dude, but don't think that you can just keep like have it. Because the thing is, in the beginning of especially a lot of these relationships, the way it's set up, because the men chase, women have the upper hand. So I might think, oh, I got this under control. You don't understand that there's some manipulation going there. You're just it's not in your benefit because you might just get attached. You might start caring about them, and that's the problem. That's the scary part.
I don't think
I
for
agree.
me, I've learned to detach because I've been in a relationship where he did not love himself. 8 years.
What did
So
hold up? Describe the when you say detached. Like, what does that look like? Like, what's the state of
so
the?
I would say like the 6th year of our relationship, I just stopped putting in like a lot of effort. Like, back then I would be like Karen, trying to do this, trying to make like just trying
Oh,
to
that's
show affection.
different. So you talking about when you get numb in a relationship?
Yeah.
No, that's not. So when you say detached, right? You gotta be careful with that language because this idea that you can mess with a dude, establish rapport with him, and
hmm
like your emotions won't get involved in it. And I'm saying the way that we're conditioned, that's a risky situation to put yourself into.
Yeah. So on the 6th, like we've been together for 8 years. The 6th year, I was just like, there's no progress. Like he's still traumatized. He still got, all these issues going on. I'ma just detach. Like like it's just over with. Like I already like emotionally checked out before physically leaving. So
Why
I
not
was like,
physically leave?
I think that's crazy because I think as women, we be wanting hope. I'm not gonna lie. We be hoping like, man, I hope this nigga change, but
But so
it don't be.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I think
saying.
that's true.
That's what I'm
So
talking
you
about. The
didn't.
detachment. Though. Hold up. That's what I'm talking about. The detachment part. You're saying you're detached, but you're there. You're still
Present,
physically
yeah.
there. Yeah, because you have hope. You haven't detached. That's what I'm saying. You're delusional if you think that you still have hope that you know what somebody are. You know who they are. 6 years worth, and somehow they're gonna transform into another person but you also detached, like that's a delusion. What you about to say, Gaslight?
Same thing you just said. You're not detached. If there's hope there, you're not detached. You're still very much attached, hoping, which was
But there was
two
no
more
emotion
years.
there. There was.
Eh,
I'm telling you, during that 6 year, I had no emotions. Like I didn't get upset. I didn't
Monet,
cry. I didn't do anything. Like,
I, Monet,
Yeah,
listen.
go ahead.
You punishing, so not punishing. You're reacting to someone saying, "Hey, I didn't give you emotions for 6 years."
hmm
But the catalyst to that, to you making that change and saying, "I'm not giving you anything," was that he never gave you that.
hmm
Does that make sense? You can't get back at someone saying, "Ha ha, I'm not giving you this anymore." That access is removed when he never gave you access
Hey,
to any
Lynn.
good emotions and connection and love. That was never available. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't hit the same if that person never even gave you that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You wasted your own time by staying an extra 2 more years.
Yes, I did waste my time, and I
But you
feel
also
like
wasted their time too, if you think about it. Because if
No,
you
fuck
already
that
detached,
though.
if you detach, quote unquote, at 6 years,
mhm.
you should have left at 6 years because now you just wasted. 2 more years of that person's life from being able to heal and move on. And same for yourself.
Nah, she
Yeah, I
didn't
No,
waste
no,
mean,
his
hold up,
time.
no, hold up.
She didn't
No,
waste
that
his
yeah,
time at all.
yeah, you're
I'm
not
not
wasting
saying
his
I'm
time.
not
Hold
saying
up,
that's
real
like a
quick.
waste of
Hold up,
time.
real
That's
quick.
just how
Hold
we
up,
talk
real
in
quick.
Texas.
Hold up. No. What I'm saying is, 2 years to heal. They no healing. When he done, when he can't use you no more, he gonna go use somebody else. There's no healing. There's no.
But why is that
You
the
don't break
automatic
up.
thought? Like why do you think somebody just gonna break up with somebody and just go to the next person just like that? Why is that the
because
first thought?
that's
Isn't
what
that
men
ain't
do.
that what
That's
they
what men
do?
do.
Is
Hold
that
on,
not
Thank
what
you,
hold
women
on,
do
Lynn.
hold
to I
on.
mean some women do that. It's not just a man
As,
thing
as
either.
soon as
But
I walked away, he was already with someone else like the next week.
Here's why it's
He
reasonable.
didn't waste
Here's
no
why.
time.
he been
Here's why
detached.
Tara's position. Here's why Tara's position is reasonable. For 6 years they were together, and he put forth no effort. Trust me, there's nothing there to heal from. You were a convenient person, and your convenience ran out. You stuck around a couple more years, hoping and being convenient. And then when you were no longer convenient, he went and found somebody that was convenient. It's not unreasonable to believe that there was no healing there. There was no need for healing. And I think a lot of people, like I hear a lot of people talk about this whole healing thing. It's bullshit. What are
But
y'all
men
going
don't
through in
heal
y'all
because they
lives?
continue the cycle. They continue
Men
the
don't heal
cycle.
because they don't need to. You
But
think
they
in
continue the cycle.
because they don't need to heal because there's nothing there to heal from. He didn't feel anything losing you. Again, you were convenient. The moment you weren't convenient anymore, you were gone. There's nothing to heal from. He don't have the problem, you do. And y'all do this a lot. Y'all project this whole healing journey and this healing thing, and y'all show empathy to people who haven't healed. Ain't nothing wrong with that, nigga. You was convenient, you wasn't convenient no more. He moved the fuck on. You watched it real time and you're talking about healing. It's bullshit. Ain't nothing to heal from.
So for him to, so when I walked away and he was with somebody the next week, that's a cycle. Like y'all just move on to the next bitch and the next bitch and the next bitch and the next bitch. That's not.
Duh. Convenience.
It's a cycle. It's a
Thank
cycle.
you,
That's what
Lynn.
y'all do. That's what y'all move on to the next thing, and then it
But
doesn't
hold
work out. You
up,
move
because
on
hold
to the
up.
next thing.
because
It doesn't work out. You move on to the next thing. That's what y'all do. It's for women.
Hold up.
We
Hold
do
up, Dark
require
Horse. You
healing.
wanted to say something?
yeah, I was going to say that's the investment that we've been set up socially to do. There's this trying period where women are supposed to be showing by example what they want reciprocated emotionally and connection wise, and the men can get I don't know, a year out of you, maybe to get 10. What you continuing to put this on, like, this is what I need from you. And they know that that's good 10 years for you, 5 years with the next one, and they'll continue to stack women one behind the other because they know I'm still not going to give shit. I don't care who comes along. I'm not changing what I'm doing, but I know I can get 5 years out of you trying to convince me or change me. You know he ain't changing. But the women who are convinced that they've got, he hasn't met the right person. Someone isn't gentle enough. Somebody isn't patient enough. All those traits that people believe that women are born with. No, you were told that. You were told it. And that's not something you have to do. But if you still understand the imbalance and you see that someone isn't giving it, it's not an external thing that you can change. I'm gonna mute up.
Now she left. I wanted to ask Lilo another question, but y'all must have
She
pissed
on the
her
panel
off.
still?
No, she left.
I thought that was the Monet person talking.
No, it was Lilo was saying how you wasting his time too, and he need time to heal. I wanted to know if she still like had that position, but what's
I
up,
wanted,
Lynn?
hey y'all, I wanted to say like gaslight is 100% correct. Like he is 1000% correct. And
That's
if you
crazy. Hold up, that's
like,
insane.
no, I
That
know.
hold up.
I wasn't gonna say it out loud, Lynn. Damn, shit.
I I know, but hear me out. As I was saying, gaslight is 100% correct. I was like, this is a crazy ass thing to fucking say, right? Aside from that, um,
That's not why I was saying it.
oh well, tell me
Be,
why you were
cause,
saying it.
cause I said it, and then Gaslight was like piggybacking off my point. But that's crazy.
Okay, I wasn't listening to you. I was too busy gifting you.
Mm-hmm. But
You
go
know what?
ahead. It's
I'm
fine.
just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I can't do this. I can't take this. I'm in a
Hold on,
fragile
don't
Oh, there
leave
state
she
right
before I
go.
start.
now.
Hold on, don't leave before I
Please.
start triangulating. See, Tara,
No,
the thing was you cut me off,
hold
right? Because
on.
this was
Don't
my
hold on.
point
Hold
first. So,
on.
Lynn, you were
No,
right.
no, no, no. Gaslight. I do not play around when men attempting to manipulate. Even if it's a joke. I cursed hear me out like 3 days ago for it. Please don't do that. Um, this is the thing. They're right. And the fact that you the reason why it's important for women to understand that there's nothing to heal from is because then you're missing the manipulation. If you think that this person's actions is based on them being hurt or something, or them going through like a traumatic childhood, or them being hurt by a woman in their past, then you're going to be in denial about misogyny. You're going to be in denial about the way that men are conditioned to behave and manipulate. And that's a problem. You're never going to heal. And by heal, I mean like unpacking male centeredness and indoctrination and any sort of like beliefs that you've adopted from propaganda, right? And that's important for all women to realize. Like, these men aren't broken. They're playing a game that they've been taught to play since they were children, and they're playing it at your expense. They're playing it on your head. They're playing it on top of your cranium. They're seeing if you are aware. They're using like little tests to see if you can catch on to the game that they're playing, and then they're gonna play and play and play until they're done or bored with playing with you. They find someone else to play with, or you're done being played with. Those are the only three options. A man will stay. A man will stay with you for 20 years playing in your face. That nigga ain't broken. He's playing in your face. There's a difference, and it needs to be recognized by all women. So you can stop playing with these niggas, or you could play first. Because every single one of them is playing a game. It might not be as bad as the next one, or as intense, or as like whatever. But these niggas out here playing a game, and they playing it on your head as a woman. They're playing it right on top of your skull, dancing in your face and seeing how stupid and goofy you are. And if you know any better, if you had a daddy to teach you, a brother to teach you, a nephew, if you hear when men tell you what they mean, and you gonna accept it. But y'all want to keep getting played on by having empathy for your apex predator. That's just like a motherfucking gazelle talk about, well, the lion is hungry and it has been hurt before because he was in the water and a hippopotamus bit him. No, bitch, that's a lion. You're a gazelle. Recognize that you're prey so you can move accordingly.
Lilo, did you want to respond? And yes, like I agree with you just said. Um
Ways. I wish I could drop the host.
Wait, well, how much is it? How much is the mute host over here? How much? Well, we got. I'm just joking.
listen, we can end this shit. Hold on, yo.
Trash. You don't heal. You're not broken, so you're attracting broken men. That's the indoctrination. That's the gaslight that you fell for. If you're a woman, you're going to attract all types of men. That's the name of the game of being a woman. It ain't no such thing as, oh, your negative energy is attracting negative and trash men. You got to heal yourself so you can attract healed men. Y'all be sounding, you're gonna attract every single type of man. You're a woman. You're gonna attract every single man who is attracted to you, whether he healed, whether he broken, whether he toxic, whether he a church boy. If a man is attracted to you, he not reading your energy, he reading your looks. That's it. He not like, oh, this one, she looks like she has, positive healed energy, so I'm gonna try to go after her. That's not how that works. You're attracting men based on you being a woman. Who you entertain is based on that. Who you choose to entertain is based on who you are as a woman, on what you're willing to put up with. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I ain't putting up with jack shit. I ain't your fucking daddy. I'm gonna leave your ass just like him. I'm not putting up with shit. The moment you get to acting funny is the moment I turn into a motherfucking clown, bitch. Stop playing with me.
I agree. Did Lilo come back?
Yeah, I'm up here.
Did you want to respond?
I'm actually just taking it all in. I couldn't hear at some point because for some reason everything just went silent, like everything. And of speaking for tonight, I've been in these comments this whole time trying to figure out the male perspective because I'm curious, but the only one that's able to like really talk is Gaslight. So if you can scroll up and see, but I do. I'm a devil's
Yeah, but
advocate
you
person.
tagging
I agree and I
on
don't agree.
you think Owen gonna come up here and give perspective? Cause you tagging him.
No. I want to hear any male's perspective but one that's going to be like respectful because I'm actually quite curious, but I'm just curious by nature. I really just want to know. I'm listening. I'm taking in everything. I comment where I comment, but, yeah, I agree with mostly everybody that has spoken on this panel. I'm also looking at some of the comments, not just from the person I just said. So I also agree with a lot of people who are also in the comments too.
But that's
Mainly
what
the
I'm
women,
saying.
of course.
But see, and that's also why I be
Yeah.
saying like it's important for the men to talk because like apparently Gaslight don't count, but 4 people share perspective, 5 actually because Monet too, and like you still saying that you need like a man to like not crash out and be respectful. Good luck with that to come up
Yeah, and
and
that's
say
really the only
anything else. And
thing.
but I'm saying the reason why you need that is because you don't believe us. The reason why you need
That's
more
not
context
what
because you
that is.
then what do you think it is then?
I just like to hear.
Confirmation bias.
No, I just like to hear. I study psychology at the end of the day. I'm in college for that. I like to hear all perspectives. I like to hear everything. It's not that I don't trust or believe anything. I just like to listen. I like to hear. I like to see what's going on. And I like to conversate on that. That doesn't mean I'm going against one person or the other. I can't really have, like, from what I
Hold
study.
on. Here you go. There you go. Let him come up here and
I
you can
just want,
respond.
I
That. Go
just
ahead.
want
No,
an
no. Go
adult
ahead. Go
The
ahead,
conversation.
lion
Owen.
to tell her
Yeah,
how to
cuz let me
escape
talk. Let me
them.
talk without muting me on me.
I just
Cause
want
you
an
got to see
adult
what type of
conversation. That's it.
females
That's
y'all
all.
are. All right, let me talk. I'm good. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. Like y'all are hurt on this live. Like every single one of y'all. Like you can tell. Like a man has hurt y'all. Cause what y'all saying, no other female is gonna back y'all up or nothing. And then y'all are not even no attractive females. None of y'all on here. And I ain't even just trying to be mean or anything, but y'all not. The females in the
All right, Lilo. So what did that do for you?
Huh? No, all I'm saying is because it's like y'all taking what I'm saying and flipping it to what y'all want to
No,
believe.
no. I'm saying you
Only
wanted a
thing that I'm
male
saying,
perspective. No, no. He
because
gave you a. That was your male
exactly
perspective.
that's what I said. I literally said I would just like for a real man to come up here and actually speak respectfully to the women that are up
Okay,
here.
he came up here, and what do you
And
think?
he can't do that. But for the people that are up here, I have taken that and I have listened. And I don't know if her name is Tanisha. All I see is TA. I'm not looking for no fucking male validation. I don't need male validation.
It sounds
I
like
just
you
like
are
to.
though.
No, I
Literally
don't
what you asked for.
I
You
don't
you
need the
said
male
you saying
validation.
I need a man. I want a man to come up here and give his opinion is literally asking for male validation. Like
That's not asking
it's
for a male
literally
validation.
asking for it. Like
That is
you made
not.
it simple for us to clock.
I am literally looking at the people who were in the comments. I am not asking for the male validation. I don't need a fucking man's validation. I
You,
don't.
I mean, then why'd you
I
ask
Wait,
just
for
I
it?
just
hold
I
on,
just
Liz.
want to see,
Hold on,
can a
hold on.
man come up
Lilo,
here and
weren't you
actually
at the
say
bottom?
something?
Wasn't Lilo at the
Yeah,
bottom when I got here?
yeah,
Yeah, I got
yeah,
So she was here. She was here before I got here.
yeah,
She was here before I
yeah.
got here.
I don't
You have
trust
been
Mm-hmm.
going
man's
for about an
words.
hour before I got here. No, 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 no. Let me finish. You were here before I got here.
I'm not
So I
multitasking.
don't know if you were the
I don't
first person
even
on the. Stop talking
no,
while I'm talking.
I wasn't the first person up here
Stop
and I was
talking while I'm
talking.
talking.
You started
Stop
talking when I
talking
was
while I'm
talking, so what's
talking.
the difference? That's
Stop
not
talking
looking
while I'm
for no
talking.
man's validation. I
Stop
just feel
talking while I'm
like you
talking.
have a whole conversation up here.
Ma'am, you're saying the same point again and again. What I'm saying is, if you were here before me, since I've been here, there have been multiple men who have joined this conversation. And the validation is so deep, you need more dick. That wasn't enough for you, bitch. That's what I'm trying to say.
First of
Been plenty of
all,
niggas
I've
who talked in this
never
conversation, and
and
you're
I
like,
can
I need a
see
little
that.
bit more dick. It wasn't
Like
enough.
I'm not
It
looking
wasn't a
for
woman
that.
only
That's not
panel.
even
Stop
what it
playing in people's
is.
fucking face and mute the
I'm
fuck
not
up.
doing any of that shit. I don't look for men's validation. I've never looked for that. I've never said that. All I'm saying is the need for the conversation. Y'all have a topic up here. Y'all want people to talk. I literally just said I need and not even a need. I'm just curious to see if a man can actually come up here and be fucking respectful to the women that are on the fucking panel and speak like a fucking adult. It's not looking for the fucking validation. I just want to see if they can actually come up here and actually fucking
You've
speak like
already
a
heard it,
fucking adult
Lilo.
and
You
like a
playing in
man.
people's face. You
I
heard
have heard it.
gaslight. It wasn't enough. You need a little bit more. I said you need a little bit more dick. I'm on your side. I'm saying the same thing you fucking saying. Why you offended?
I'm not offended by
Find her
anything.
some in the comments and give her some shit.
Like the only thing that
Okay, can we move on from this? Like, I mean, okay, at this point, we in circles.
and some of the stuff I haven't been able to hear because y'all
But
have
that's
been
the
blocking
point.
out on
Hold
my
up, hold up,
end.
hold up. No,
So I
no,
haven't heard everything.
no. You just said because you was multitasking. So I
No,
guess
I
because
did.
you was
No,
multitasking.
somebody
No, no,
said
you
that
just.
in the comments and I read that comment. I did not say I was
No,
multitasking.
I'm just hold up.
I'm just
No,
listening. I'm taking in the
no, hold up.
information and I
No,
said
hold
that.
up. No, 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 no. You didn't ask further questions, right? You didn't want to like directly push back what we were saying. You saying you need a man to come in here and not gaslight though. You need a man to come in here and validate the things we're saying because it's not enough for you. That's the thing.
Not what the
And
fuck I'm
Lenny's like,
saying.
no, no,
You
yes,
just
it
that's
is.
not
You're
what I'm
literally
saying.
saying. Hold up. You want to know if a man can come in here and be respectful? They can't. Because if they could, they would. They
Exactly.
would.
Y'all
No,
not
no,
catching
but
my
hold up.
point.
No, no, hold up. Listen to what I'm saying. Like they can't be respectful. And the reason I'm saying it because you was tagging on in the comments. You was one of the ones saying you wanted to hear what he had to say. And
Yeah,
they're
because I want to
literally
see if
come.
he can actually be
No, you're
respectful,
missing
but
it.
no man in
No, no,
here
no,
can
no,
prove
hold up.
themselves
No,
to
no,
not
no,
be
no,
to be
no. They
respectful.
come in here. It's weird when the men come in here and prove the point. They proving the point and ask anything of them. Oh, y'all gotta let him finish. Let him speak. Oh, he might. I want to hear what he gotta say. Why? Why do you want to hear what a man gotta say? He being disrespectful.
That's
Why do you
exactly what I'm saying.
care?
I'm not
Why do
saying
you
it.
care?
I'm not saying that I care. I'm literally just saying no man can literally come up here and speak in any type of respectful way. But if a man could speak in a respectful way, I would like to actually fucking hear that because it doesn't seem like it's happening on here. So it's not saying that I don't get it for the people who keep saying you're not getting it, you're not getting it. No, no man has come up here and proved the point that they can come up here and speak fucking respectfully. I'm just trying to see if that can fucking happen. Why is
What
that
you
so
I
fucking
saying?
think
hard?
no,
I
she's
get what
switching it
you're
up.
saying, but
She's
yeah, you're
switching
No,
it
right. You
no,
can't.
up. She's
no,
switching it
no,
up.
I'm not
no,
switching it
no.
up.
Because
That's
you're
literally the psychology. That's the
no, no,
psychological
no. You're
perspective.
no.
You
Hold
just
up.
got to
No, hold
think.
up. Just because you took a psych course, just cut it out with that. You the
It's not
literally
a psych
you
course,
said
baby. I'm
no,
about
no.
to get
Hold
my
up.
bachelor's. What are you talking about?
Okay, okay.
I'm about to graduate, so
Congratulations.
it's not just a course. I'm
Congratulations.
actually just trying
Okay.
to listen.
Okay, okay. Listen, whatever. Listen to what I'm saying though. You sat there on the bottom of the panel and you said you're wasting his time because he also needs to heal. We explained that it's not that he needs to heal. He's the villain
I didn't hear
causing
that
her
conversation.
distress.
My
No,
thing
you said it. I'm saying what you
after I
said
said what I
and
said, if
then
somebody
given the
responded,
opportunity to respond to that. Now you're saying, I just want to hear what the men got to say and they could be respectful because you don't want to admit that that was your stance. And it's interesting. It's very interesting that you trying to switch it up now.
I'm not switching up anything. It's literally just
So
a
so
conversation.
when you said
That's
he
it.
need
I'm
to
not
heal,
switching up
what was you
nothing.
okay, when you said he needs to heal, what were you talking about then?
In the perspective of me saying that, you have two people that are in a relationship for 6 years. It's not even just about him
It's 8
because
years actually.
Hold on, let her finish.
at 6 years you knew that there was no more. That you stay with somebody for 6 years and you well 8 years, my apologies. And at 6 years you understood, hey, this man ain't giving more or whatever. Sorry, I couldn't really hear because I kept getting phone calls, so y'all kept blocking out. But you also need to heal. I don't even know if I was able to say that. You need to heal and he needs to heal, but maybe his healing is not from the relationship. It's something deeper and more psychological in that aspect with childhood trauma or the way he grew up or what the fuck he saw, whatever the fuck, for the reason as to why he treated you how he did. And you should have just left that 6 years because not only did you waste and this is how we just talked down here. I don't know if anybody from Texas, but not only did you waste your time after you checked out, why did you stay an extra 2 years? That's all that I was trying to say to that. So everybody would need to, and whether y'all think healing is real or not, or if that's what I heard, she needed to also heal for having her time wasted to somebody that she thought that she probably would have spent the rest of her life with. That's all that I was trying to fucking say. And when it
Okay,
came
then
to the man,
why did you say she's wasting his time?
everybody's time was wasted. You stayed in
Lilo,
relation.
why did
You
you say you
wasted your
like
time
playing devil's advocate? I don't know if
because
people know
I'm
that you
just in
playing in people's face because I heard you
no, I'm not
say I
playing in
like
people's
playing devil's
face.
advocate. That's why I
No,
said
I'm
it.
just an
And now
inquisitive
you spinning
person.
around. I heard all the things. Stop playing
I'm
in
just
people's
an
face.
inquisitive person. That's
And you
it.
was
Like,
like,
there's nothing
I
wrong
agree
with
with
being
everything y'all.
inquisitive.
You're not. You playing in people's face
How am I playing in people's face? Please explain.
because you said the reason I said maybe he needs to heal is because I like playing devil's advocate. You playing in people's
No,
fucking
I said the
face.
reason why he probably needed to heal is because there's probably things that he needed to work on from just childhood, things that he saw and stuff like that. In the beginning, I did say, and I can take accountability for that because I don't have a fucking problem
So
doing
my
that.
time wasn't
I did
wasted.
say, no,
But not
yes,
just the
you
victimize.
wasted
Hold
your
up.
own time by
It's not
staying.
just hold up.
Because
Not
me
just the
personally,
victimizing part.
if
Hold
I saw
up.
that
Hold
somebody
up.
wasn't giving me everything that
Hold
I
up.
needed,
It's
I would
not
have
just the
left.
hold up. It's not just the victimizing part. When you don't understand that you're in this dynamic where this man is benefiting from labor, he's benefiting, and you're saying, well, you're wasting his time. The reason why the women are distressed in these relationships is because he's getting what he wants and he's not returning the favor. How is it wasting his time
I
if he's
also said she
benefiting from
wasted
the
her time
labor?
too. Y'all are
No,
only
there's
picking
no
one thing that I
also.
said.
There's
She
no
wasted her time as
also.
well. Cause me
There's
personally,
no
as a fuck,
also.
as a
What
human
are you
being, not even just a
missing?
fucking woman, if I see that somebody is not putting their all into me quickly and immediately, I'm leaving. What the fuck would I stay for even if there is hope? If I see this person after 6 years is not putting what I need into this relationship, why the fuck would I stay for an extra 2 years? It's not about me not getting it. That's just my personal opinion.
And it's weird because you keep trying to come for her. And the thing is, you got so much
Coming
empathy for
for her,
this.
y'all asked
Yeah,
me
you
about
are. Yeah,
her.
you are. Hold up. You got so much empathy
Literally
for
asked
this
me about
man. You know, you're not listening. You're literally not listening. You don't understand the power dynamic. You understand that would be there to the last second that she allows because he's getting something out of it. You're talking about wasting his time. That's the part that's blowing my mind that you're not even conceptualizing right now. You so busy keep talking about you stayed the extra 2 years, you stayed the 2 extra years, but you don't even get the point.
Do get the point. But
What's
me
the point?
personally,
What's
to
the
me
point?
personally, like what she
What's
just
the
said,
point?
y'all just asked me about her. To be
No, no, no.
honest
I'm
with
not talking
you,
about her.
if
What's the
you, but y'all
point?
asked me about her. You got mad about me talking about her, but you just asked me about her. That doesn't
No,
make
no,
any
no.
sense.
That's no. You say you get the point. What is the point?
Of her? Because that's what y'all asked me about.
No, that's not. You say you got it and you don't got it. Then you're not getting the point.
I
If a
have the
person
point,
is
but
just
I'm speaking from my perspective. There's nothing wrong with
is
that.
your perspective is limited. Is the whole point.
Y'all have taken everything
Part
that
of
I
the
said and flipped it
reason
because
why
y'all
we have
can't speak.
conversation, part of the reason why we have conversation, so we can broaden our perspective. Yours is
But y'all
limited
not
right
trying to broaden
now.
y'all perspective because I'm over here being inquisitive towards it and y'all telling me that I'm dumb. How the fuck does that make sense? You asked me about her. I gave you my perspective on it. Why would you stay? That's it. That's all. It doesn't matter if he was getting everything that he wanted. Were you getting what you wanted? And if you weren't getting what you wanted, why the fuck would you still stay? Y'all asked me about her and I gave y'all my opinion on it. And now y'all are upset about it. And to the people who are upset about it, that don't have no degrees.
You don't have a degree either, ma'am. You ain't taking some
I do.
classes.
I already have
No,
degrees.
no,
I'm
you
getting
don't have a
more
degree.
degrees.
No, you don't have a
I'm
degree. You
graduating to
still
get
earning a degree.
another
No,
bachelor's.
no. This time of year, meaning you got a whole semester at least. You don't have the degree.
No, I don't. No,
I know
I'm
you
literally
don't. I know you
done.
don't.
I'm graduating in fucking August with my 2nd degree. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, then, if that's the case, you need some field experience because we just laid it
I
out
have
for
the
you.
field
You got
experience. I
feedback.
have
Hold
my
on,
own business.
no, you don't. No,
I
you
have,
don't. No, you. Now you giving a resume, which doesn't make
no,
sense.
I'm not giving the resume. Y'all
You
asking
are
my
getting a
opinion, but y'all
resume.
cannot
You
take
are
the
getting
opinion. That don't make sense.
You think because you took some psych courses, but you
It's not
can't
just psych
understand what's going on in
courses.
this conversation.
It's not just psych courses. I've worked in the field. I've done all that shit. And
you
you
still
have
delusional.
psychology. Don't you have psychology in your shit? Well, gender psychology. So at the end of the day,
I'm not here to present my resume. That's the difference.
but
You
it's
trying to
on your
prove
bio
something.
though. But it's on
I know,
your
but
bio.
I'm not here to prove anything. That's the difference.
I'm not trying to prove anything. Y'all, you're sitting here, you're asking for perspective. I'm giving you my perspective and you mad. All of a sudden I'm male-centered because I would like to understand.
You are male-centered.
I'm not male-centered.
You are male-centered.
No, I'm not. I don't even like men. So that that's
you
the
love
crazy
them.
part.
You got empathy
No, I don't.
for them, though.
No.
You got empathy for them.
Okay. I don't have empathy for anything in this conversation. I'm just having a conversation.
You had empathy for this random dude. Hey, thank you, Monica. You had empathy for this random dude that you did not know, and you try to like come from
I didn't have
Monet, which
empathy
is
for
crazy.
him.
Yes,
I didn't have
did.
empathy for him. I literally
Yes, you
said,
did.
girl, I
You
literally
said
fucking
his
said.
time getting wasted. His precious time being wasted.
And I also
why
said
would
her
you do
time
that
was
to
getting
that
wasted.
man?
It's like you're not hearing that. Her
No,
time also
yeah, I know
got
what
wasted
you said.
too.
You said, why would you stay? You being condescending.
Why would you stay and waste his time and waste your time? Did I not say that? Because everybody here can say, why can say that I said, why would you stay and waste his time and waste your own? Because if I see that I'm done with somebody after fucking 6 years in a fucking relationship, why the fuck would I stay 2 extra fucking years? That wasted my own goddamn time.
I literally just said because of hope. I literally just said that earlier.
Outside of hope, you had 6 years to understand that there was no hope. Yes, I do get it. I do get it being a woman. I have been in a relationship where I thought there was hope, but I still left. And because there was nothing for me. Because why the fuck would I stay?
That's the point I was making. Matter of fact, you can go because you're just talking. That's the point I was trying to make. You said I would have done this. You want to come for Monet so bad that you have empathy for the man who would be using her in this scenario. That's the problem. You keep wanting to come for her for saying, like, you keep saying that. I wouldn't do that 2 whole years. That's crazy. You wasting his time. You sound stupid. You male-centered. Literally, you male-centered. You talking about somebody exploiting a man exploiting a woman? He's still getting things out of her, and you're like, oh, you're wasting his time because he needs to heal. No, he about to be a parasite to the next woman. You don't see that, but you got your degrees and you know everything. Y'all want to say something? Thank you, Monica.
Thank you for hosting such a wonderful live, Tara.
Bye, y'all.